This is a space base. This is a space base. Can you hear me? Air's enough, no need to worry. At least enough for two. This is a space base. Information, resources, you have everything. Find what's lacking is far more difficult, except one little thing. The whole world is kind to me, but sorry, wearing a fine suit, paying by your credit card, but I cannot prove myself. This is a space base. This is a space base. Can you hear me? The world may crumble down with just one piece missing. The whole the center of the universe, but without a her, I'm not here. picked up many words, absorbed in a book, and didn't hear you call. Suddenly, my journey has begun, while everyone around bless me. How could I know? Day by day, I thought of it falling down to the others. The answer that I found was not right. Divide my heart, someone dies unfairly. Divide my heart, someone earned the soul of vengeance. I don't know what has started all this tragedy. I don't know it, so gathering, you picked out many words, thrown into that fire of hatred and all. Suddenly, your journey has begun. If everything you know was biased, how would you know? Day by day, you think of it falling down to the others. The answer that you found was not right. Divide my heart, someone dies unfairly. Divide my heart, someone earned the soul of vengeance. I don't know why we started all this tragedy. I don't know why. So I have gathered love. I have gathered so much. All the pieces that fit into my box, but there was not one important thing.
Alright people, hello and welcome. We're here with Striving for Glory 91. I host this thing and I forget the numbers. I'm here with Marissa. Today is gonna have me yapping. I'm semi-well again, like mostly.
Back then,
Hello.
I did it every day.
Good to have you
One
back.
day was just like
Of course, I'm
another.
here again.
I believed
Yapping
it was
away.
my own intention.
How
but
is it,
now I'm
everyone
not sure
today in your
anymore.
corner of the world with the weather?
Suddenly,
Because a lot of
my
people have been saying it's
journey
really
has
hot. It's the
begun,
same over here in the UK.
While everyone around bless me.
We all know.
How could I?
Might want to turn the music down. Yeah, that is like can't handle everything at once. So sometimes life gets in the way. Alright, Guilty Gear Stripe audio is now on. Oh. Alright, our first set will be... We will have Anatonia against Kissing Game, and these guys can go whenever they're ready.
Alright, looks like the players are pulling up.
Gold Lewis.
Playing the gold Lewis.
Get the discourse out of the way right away. First game.
Yep. Ooh, like Wild Assault. Ooh, God Crush.
Ooh.
Ooh. But you know what? We might have some good games on our hands. Let's see.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Starting things off patiently. No resource trades to begin.
I like that we found like ways to describe stuff that is like less intoxicating than just calling it bullshit.
Yeah. I was actually discussing this with somebody yesterday, that it's better to frame things like that. Like, they wanted to talk about how a button effectively just sucks, and I'm like, don't say it like that. Say, you know, we seldom use this button because its application is rather limited.
Yeah.
In a lot of situations.
Unless
It's just like, a better way of framing things generally.
Yeah, unless it's Jack Countdown, I will just call that move bad. You will not. You can't catch me that saying we seldom use this
But
move.
Jacko countdown combos go kind of hard, you know.
They look cool, but they
Even if they're bad, they are cool, and I want to see them represented. You get bonus points if you land one.
That is true. But also, I think one term I like specifically is esports ready button.
Oh, esports button. What do I think of when I think of esports button? Spike and JS is one of the first ones that comes to mind. If we can count motion inputs, ABBA's hop kick, I dare say.
Oh, that is like...
Button. That's esports ready.
That is not esports ready, that is like esports done.
Yeah. Hawk Baker. I'll throw my own character under the bus, you know, just to keep things as unbiased as possible.
Jakku 2K, melee at H disc maybe, but it's not a neutral tool.
Ooh.
And there is
but it's kind of esports a little bit. It's MLG.
Using the super to get rid of the drone, the old classic season 2 counterplay. But now it's
Combo's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that is Gold Lewis, that is big damage, but 100 meter available for Ana when eventually YSC. She tried to wire as he gets the BRC instead. And now stuck in a really bad spot against Gold Lewis. Gold Lewis has burst. Needs to really look out for the wild assault as well as the defensive implication. Yep, there we go, goodbye.
Not quite. The white wild assault peroration burst came back just in time. Anna's got a second chance. Ooh, but opts to use Lust Shaker there. Haircut not gonna pay off there.
Just sending it.
And looking at those pixels, you know, that one hit, it would have worked if it had hit, but fortunate for Anna, not gonna be playing out in her favor. Gwen's gonna be taking that one.
Yeah, I was looking at the way Ana was playing. I was like, she's gonna go for the chip out kill with that Lust Shaker, and then she just went and sent the haircut, and I was like, yeah, okay, fair, I guess.
Hey, if it works, it would have worked.
You know, I have one joke I wanted to steal from C4, and I hope I get to use it.
Oh.
So we need someone to die to dust.
I wonder if we'll see that in this one. Oh, nice air grab there.
JS to beat the JG, I've never seen that. Air to Aaron, Gold Lewis, JD, what world is this?
Anna's confident in trying it. You're going to be eating a lot of damage and probably death if this combo keeps going through. It's a nice call out to the drone, but, you know, after representing it twice, Western game switched on and spotted that. Punished accordingly.
I need to be a little more careful about when to YRC, especially against Gold Lewis, because Gold Lewis, if you get countered by Gold Lewis close slash, your life is like flashing before your eyes and you see your health bar vanish before you even get to say goodbye to your children. Oh, the 2P anti-air. Catches on out.
I think our favorite word of the season, risk reward, really comes to mind when I see interactions like that. Where you're taking a risk, it could pay off, and you will get your turn back against Gold Lewis. But if you get hit, yeah, good luck with that.
Again, using the haircar and RC to react to the JD from Gold Lewis. Once again, breaking the wall with Lost Shaker, but that will not give a heavy knockdown, so Gold Lewis gets one more chance to use the BRC and the grab wave. Still, no, that is really bad. If you're Ana, you don't want to spend your burst, but you might have to. Yeah, this time doesn't work, and the other overhead takes it.
Yeah, that bad moon was a good moon here, keeping Anna in the game. Now you're in the corner. No meter, he's going to have to resource trade in this pressure.
No resource. Oh my, what
Chip
happened?
Damage. You'd think Anna would have been hit by an entire combo this round with that level of chip damage.
Yeah, is that what's that's what happens when your move has 25% chip ratio and does absurd damage.
The throw gonna be punished here into death.
Your Honor, League of Legends, death. It's like really that meme. It's like Your Honor, Artemis, counter.
This counter hit's hitting hard.
Your Honor, Gold Lewis.
I sentenced you to Gold Lewis Dickinson.
10 years of Gold Lewis.
I don't think I'd like that as a punishment for a crime. I get sentenced to get my ass whooped by Gold Lewis for 10 years. Oh god, not even a day.
Yeah, you're stuck in this in the cellar, and you have to play Gold Lewis against Happy Chaos as the Happy Chaos.
Like, even if he didn't have the coffin, this is like real life. It's like, this is a big, strong dude.
Yeah, who needs the coffin now is Anna, though, that health bar. Once again, disappearing from a single grab bait.
Yikes. That's a lot of damage.
Runs out, we're slowly approaching, trying to air throw. Anna maneuvering around that, but Gold Lewis generating that burst back. Yeah, look at the burst cage. Messes up Artemis confirm. Now needs to be careful. Yeah.
Needed that one hit and gets it. Now on the set point.
Right. For JD, gets again a neutral, like Gold Lewis loves that JD. I can't blame him, that button is like esports ready as we've discussed before. Burst gonna be available for Anna. Decides to spend it on that wake up. Very high risk.
The drone. But still in the Gold Lewis pressure there. Luckily for Anna, that combo did not continue. Last chance, last digit, pixel of health here to play with. And Stun Dipper haircut is not. Gwest's going to be taking that. 3-0.
Yeah, if you've ever tried to use a car to drive through, or like a bike, to drive through a barrage of minigun shots, I don't think you're making out alive.
Yeah, definitely not.
Alright, we have our favorite stream girl, which we put on stream almost every week, Maria, against Antonio.
So the Nago Geo. Funnily enough, I don't feel like I actually see this matchup play out that often. You'd think so, as the characters are both reasonably popular, but...
Nago has been like, in this weird state. Where I'm still stuck, like, wondering, is Nago godlike or is Nago bad? Because, like, the character wins and loses in such ridiculous ways that it's like... Yeah. You know what I mean,
he's
right?
Just so volatile, yeah. And, he's definitely made or broken by who's playing him. You know, you need somebody who has that right mix. I'd say Verix is the best example. It's that right mix of being, ruthless, being willing to send it, but being calculated with the plan as well.
What's scary about
always
Verix?
Aware of the resources. You almost never see Verix blood popping.
Yeah,
Not outright never, but one of the Nagos that blood pops at least. Always aware of that meter. Just keeping things on the edge.
Yeah, and what is especially scary about Verix when it comes to abusing Nago is like Verix can switch between slow and methodical play and like just sending it unga bunga really quickly.
And I feel like Verix always knows exactly what button to use in each situation. It never feels like Verix usually presses the wrong button. Or has to guess on that. Just full confidence in the character.
Maria doing the classic Nago thing. First into immediate Beyblade. Now spending a lot of that blood, and now stuck in the corner, so any hit will hurt a bit more than usual. And we get the full confirmed. Geo very known for that in season 3. Misses up the input.
Bet on trying to dodge the bite, I think they're catching a big counter hit.
Alright. Oh yeah, did the Mon messed up the super input. But that 5H will not be messed up. That will be a full confirm, and that will be like 50% on 0 blood Nago. This is fine, right? This is fine.
You know, being that blood hasn't been spent yet, Maria's got plenty of, or had plenty of health, I should say. Oh, gonna opt to use burst here. Wants to take chances with the amount of blood and attention available. We're gonna be punished for that decision. Losing burst going into that next round.
Alright, yeah, no burst is not something you want to have at round start. Like, I think, like, at round start in this season, you want to have at least 50, usually. Like, if it can't be avoided, but having that Wild Assault conversion available at round start is like a really big deal. But apparently it doesn't matter if you just have godlike conversion from everything like Nago and the good pressure. But Maria now needs to get out once, uses the wire seat to avoid the pension penalty from positive bonus.
Going to catch Antonia's backdashes here. Ooh, deflection going to be called out here. And yeah, that's the thing. Out of all the people who got given White Wild Assault, Nago has probably been the character who needs it the least. Nago's always been able to find his way in and keep pressure up. So sometimes, you know, I guess you can opt to send it.
Yeah, Nago's still like making really good use of that. You need to FD till he's out of strike throw range. You never want to hold strike God Crush strike throw against Nago. Because that is like lose game or lose game. 50-50.
And this is, I feel like this is one of the characters where you can actually genuinely suggest to people to try and IBFD the strings, being that the fast slash wrecker is pretty much auto-timed. It's one of the easier ones to attempt, and if you succeed in it, Nago is not getting a bite on you. He's way too far away.
Yeah, but sometimes he also moves forward a lot, so he doesn't always get pushed out of range. He can easily get back in. And Maria now has high blood. Needs to be careful, and now in the corner, that's not where we're going to be, but the backdash lands this time. Now we're going into Nago. Pressure delays, gets the hit and tries to bite, but there's the super. Sending Maria right back mid-screen.
No blood for you. It's going to be tricky for Antonio to find a way in here. Yeah, getting caught on the backdash.
Yeah, the classic delayed Beyblade. If the regular Beyblade doesn't work, just delay it a bit. It's always still a full screen. No, don't talk about it. Listen to me. Oh my god, the counter hit. Thank you for solving me from talking about Beyblade. Goes in now, gets another close slash counter hit, and that will just be Anatolia's fate sealed.
Gonna opt for the super here as well, just to make damn well sure.
Yeah, like not talking, like Beyblade looks rent free in my head. That move. Man.
It's certainly one of the moves of all time.
Yeah.
And the change to make it a low? Okay, Haxus, okay.
That is like a shower thought. That is a shower thought change. You come out of the shower and think, yeah, maybe Beyblade should be low.
Yeah. So I was thinking, you know how like Kai has this advancing move and is a low, and so does Sin. Like, what if Nago had that too? I mean, he does already do the advancing part. Why not, right? And then they were like, do you know what would be really funny? And they're discussing this around a table with alcohol probably involved. They're like, what if we actually just put that in the game?
Yeah, what if Antonio put Maria out of the game? Oh no, misses the 5k but still gets the throw.
Responding to those throws are tricky against Gio with the sheer speed of that step.
Yeah, the throws have been really effective against Maria. Maria not really jumping out of them, and I imagine it's really difficult for Nago also because Nago can't really air dash out. Like, Nago can't play the air dash RPS in the corner that most characters want to play.
Very predictable jump arcs and a slower starting jump as well.
Oh no.
Giovanna classic there. Jump in the air, see an opponent pressing, send the super. If they're not pressing, send it anyway. Plus frames, baby. Antonio taking that one. Bring things to 2-1.
Now let's see how many game 5s we get today, because last time, sometimes the bracket gets like really long because we have a lot of game 5s, but this is shaping up to be like a bit faster early bracket. Depending on what Maria does, like, I think Giovanna and Nago is like a faster matchup. Because like both of them just want to make him explode.
Yeah, definitely Gio not usually got the most amount of health. Nago, kind of depends. There's a lot of ways Nago can just suddenly die. And then when he is in high blood, he's taking a lot of damage. Maria doesn't want to take that damage right now. She's going to use the burst there, but getting clipped again. That's Nago dead. And Antonio only needs one more round to take this.
Yeah, and that was Blackbeard, so that means Maria was holding up. I imagine trying to take the throw, holding up, getting clipped by the multi-hit low. Need to be very careful about that. Oh, the 5H gets out with Antonio no conversion. That conversion though will be no side switch. We're just going corner to corner. Build a bear. What if I made my own combo? It's like Lego.com making your own pieces. They can cash out the jump out preemptively. Doesn't press on the super this time. Maria getting one more chance.
I think both players confused there for a second that that button didn't hit. Oh, and misses the super here. Probably would have killed it, but
that is a
Wild
hitbox
Assault right there. Yep. And Wild Assault, if anybody is unaware, is a pretty large disjoint as well. If you've ever looked at a character's hitbox on Dustloop, it's not universal across the cast. It does depend on your character, but generally speaking, you'll stick a big old disjoint out there.
Yeah, usually I like to call it the like splash paint on the canvas hitbox because like they just look made up. I'll be frank, to me they look made up.
The inconsistencies don't make sense sometimes as well, I'll say. Like some characters just have really, really huge wild assaults, and then other ones, it's like, oh, that doesn't reach very high, or it doesn't go very far. What's up with that?
Alright, not to encourage Izzy on Twitter, but like Faust is the most confusing one to me. Because like, you have Sol Bakai like hitting you from like way above his fist, from like 5 kilometers above him with his wild assault, the wall break, and then you have Faust, who like doesn't even connect with where the scalpel is because it's so low.
Yeah, I want to check that one real quick actually. I'll look it up.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, but like, what are you cooking arcs is?
Oh god, yeah, that goes nowhere near the animation.
In both cases, Salt is also
That's
nowhere
really
near.
low.
Like, Faust players just get shafted for no reason.
To quote somebody who goes to my local, ah man, they just want this character to be a joke. They just want him to be bad, man. Why can't they let my guy be good? Speaking of good as well, strong round start from Tatami, forcing Raph into the corner. Big counter hit, but can't really lead to anything. At that range, Icon doesn't have very easy confirms. Gonna be called out for the throw here. And Raph got optimal rope confirmed. Look at that damage!
That's crazy. I've never seen that. Wrathgazer actually laughing the Oh
somebody
my.
doesn't like getting hit by rope.
Somebody really hates Tether.
Most Potemkins instead opt for the meme combo where you can just, because of Pot's 2p being so long, if you hit one 2p, you can literally just keep gatling it into itself like 10 times. Very funny looking, but very low damage. One Raph had though, absolutely huge in the damage.
Alright, Viking also no slugs in the damage department. Wrathgazer now low on health. Needs to be careful, but one pot combo. Oh, we're just sending it. No confirm from Tatami. But gets caught.
Yeah, that's the thing about Viken. When she gets those confirms, she can do some ludicrous damage. Also with stuff like clean hit, PRC bug to roll with. Strong stuff. But she often has trouble finding those hits.
Oh no, again!
Doesn't get the full one this time, but still a good portion of damage and gets rid of the rope.
Side switch! That cross up Potemkin? I imagine it happened because Tatami was inputting parry, so she walked forward a tiny bit. And that enabled Wrathgazer. Oh.
Perhaps thought Garuda was coming there, using the parry, or just a strike, but no, it's just the Buster to take game one. Scoop him up and bring him down. Getting into game 2. Cautious round start with delayed buttons. Advantage to Wrath though, getting that burst early. What a good air grab there to Tammy.
Right, the Tommy pressure continues. I wonder what came first. Was she first called the Tommy Galaxy or did she first play Viking? The real questions.
I can actually tell you since we're friends, and I remember when she first started playing the game. She wasn't actually called Tatami Galaxy at first, but was playing Baiken, so the name came afterwards.
Oh.
That's the law.
Do we got any juicy details on the prior name?
Not really, no. Although I can tell you that I used to not use Tatami as the name at first, because when she first started playing, she very much liked using gun and parry, so I was like, nah, you're Parry Galaxy.
Shooty Galaxy.
Then, eventually that Oki came, and the Tatami came, and now she's a really strong player with a ton of setups, very scary offense.
Yeah, but offense doesn't matter if you never get to play. You need to really make this work. There's a burst available and gets the air
Still gets the air grab. Reversing the situation, but Raph's just gonna let the Buster rock.
I'm sitting back in my chair. That's crazy.
That is a crazy option to pick, but it paid off.
Disregard for personal safety.
These are the eyes of a madman. That's the Potemkin Missing Link Dust Loop entry for JH.
Oh man. I want to be a pop player. I want to know what's going on in their heads. Yeah, I'm just going to reversal pop buster after that 2P.
Is it confidence? Is it knowledge? Is it ignorance? Is it maybe a mixture of all three? I think it might be all three. You know, I came to this game as a pop player. I bought this game to try pop. So I think I get it.
Oh,
the best one I've done was anticipating a Blue Wild Assault, which I knew was going to come, and then using Pop Buster on Blue Wild Assault.
I have accidentally grabbed Blue Wild Assault. Oh, that is death. That should be just...
Can it kill? No, I don't think it can kill there, but that's a hell of a lot of damage. Lycan's Guts just about saving her at the end.
Oh yeah, Tatami is like, no, not patient anymore. Needs to, needed to 6p. It's a 5k instead. Not gonna be good enough. And the JS gets hit and land gets the counter hit you, Sanson. We're in season 2 again.
Oh, now Raph's gonna be guessing. Will the Pop Buster be coming out? Ooh, doesn't get the super. That's a very funny looking ending frame.
Yeah.
Potemkin seeing the musket, seeing the gun, and just clapping it, slam with his fists. No more gun. Your gun is gone.
Alright. It's the JS to keep Tatami the corner. Counter hit flick. Yeah, that would have been a hell of a lot of damage. Bursts. And now needs to make their way back in. Tatami running out the corner and gets the cavalry hit, and that will be one chance. Gets the cross up, one more heavy knockdown. The Queen of Oki, right here.
Raph was spraying as well on the typical Baiken response, because Baiken players do often like to jump around in the corner, since they've got nice air buttons to use there. But Tammy was aware of that, not letting that bust come free.
Oh, double jumps a bit too high, and that will enable Wrathgazer to not confirm the combo but drop it. Doesn't matter. Tommy still gets clipped.
Clips the back. Yeah.
Crazy. Alright, we got Nexi against Chinky.
But despite what the score may say, it was a close and volatile set. Raph taking those games though. Going to be staying on winner's side. But I'm sure we'll see more to Tammy later. Still in this on the loser's side.
Alright, I will be like heading to the bathroom real quick while the players go in.
Yeah, I think Wave is probably the best Sol. Comes to mind. Yeah, Patachu is that combo breaker. We will be rooting for Pata. Looking forward to it. Combo breaker is pretty soon, actually, isn't it, chat? That's near the end of this month, if I recall. Combo breaker. Yeah, May 24th to 26th. Not long left for that now. Nexi coming into the room, repping the ABBA.
All right, players in now. They're not.
We've got Nexi.
And the ABBA. So, as people might know, I've been labbing positive bonus loops.
I've been hearing about this.
And ABBA, like if ABBA lands a single grab, she can do it. If she lands a single grab, pokes positive bonus, and has the meter to back it up, she can loop it. Because
are you trying to find one with every character?
I just look at characters that could potentially do it. Asuka can almost just get positive without leaving it beforehand. So Asuka might be the most fucked up one if he gets a single hit on you with Gravity Staff.
You can, in theory, just like get that. Damn.
But yeah, like the character we found like the best is probably like ABBA. Which is weird to think about.
Yeah, for sure. But ABBA's been shaping up to be a really strong and scary character from what we've been seeing in tournaments these past few weeks. The adaptations and optimizations players have been making to her. She's just terrifying. Now Shinky is lucky here that the wall is going to be breaking.
And unlucky that Nexi had 50 meter to regain that Jealous Rage, but immediately gets clipped and that will be all the Jealous Rage gone.
Shinky's wisely using the sword super here to get Eddie back on the board. Has the resources to play with here. Speaking of resources, I saw Eddie be killed the other day. Oh, and a nice bait there on the burst by Nexi. I saw Eddie be killed by a super because Soap had 100 meter and so just used the Johnny super to just kill Eddie and then RC onwards for offense.
That's funny.
I actually felt sorry for Eddie.
No, he deserves it.
Zato deserves it, but not Eddie. He's just a little guy, you know?
Oh, gets hit by the overhead again. That's refill on the Eddie gauge. Gonna run one again. I hear that this is like, even the Zato players who are like very much thinking this character is essentially unplayable, which I think is a bit silly, but even they say that this matchup is Zato winning. Because the Eddie timer doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, you're able to stall much more effectively against normal mode ABBA. She can't really catch you that well up there. You've got to be careful about going for the JH and being cheeky, because ABBA's 2S is a real threat. But aside from that, you can just play evasive and defensive. Whilst you see sometimes in more matchups, Zato players will instead opt to stay offensive and burn resources like Blue Wild Assault to just waste time.
Oh, with unsummon to get Eddie back, and now we're continuing the mid-screen combo. This time doesn't have Eddie anymore, uses the Wild Assault wall stick and the super to get Eddie back. There we go, little Shadow Man is going to continue to clap for attendees.
He's asking for the attendees, but can he find the hit that he needs? Double Dust opening Nexi up here. Should confirm into a killing combo, getting him one on board Shinky.
It's opened up and killed by Dust, that's called asbestos. Credit to C4, that joke got me. Killed by Dust, that's called asbestos.
Oh my.
How do you come up with that shit on the go?
C4 just does it.
He's just the GOAT.
Is the GOAT. Do always love seeing C4 on comms.
Mankind.
especially at offlines. Going to my first major last year at VSF, and still the only one I've been to. It is really hype watching these kind of events in person. If anybody in chat has never been to an offline to watch people play, and you get to that top 8, oh my goodness. Like, it's so hype and such good fun. Do go to one day if you can.
Would definitely recommend it. I've only been like mostly to Smash. Whenever I went to Strive offline, the public transport has been so rancid that I couldn't go the other days.
Oh, we've been having problems with that recently, getting to our Strive locals.
Or I was playing in the top 8. Hessen Crash last year, I actually was in the top 8.
But you were in the top 8?
Yeah, I got 4th place at Hessen Crash last year.
Oh.
I'm actually a player who can perform if he wants to. Public transport, I get it.
Yeah. The problem we've been having is mostly the strikes at the moment in the UK.
2K opens up 6 feet of wall splat. And that is a return to neutral with low eddy gauge and not no 50 meter to back it up. And that is as unreliable as the public transport we were just talking about.
Yeah. 2S, unfortunately, not the play there. Got a huge counter hit for trying to use that. But 2S is the play this time. The throw conversion to Shinky. Look at that, that's a stylish route.
Invite help. Tiny launch increase coming in clutch. Along the wall stick.
God bless the small buffs that Zato did receive, enabling him to do that. But you've been clipped by the overhead. It's not easy to react to that. Not really reactable at all. ABBA will always find that way to open you up, forcing you to guess.
We could still play the Rekka 1 and the overhead opens Shinky up, and that will be a wall carry. Yeah, ABBA combos, we got those. Just gets like the tiny sliver of Jealous Rage left, gets to uninstall and reinstall, and that will be half a gauge. We'll do nonsense with, and Timmy's back. Whip on the Shinky gold bursting to get that meter.
Shinky was just hoping to waste time there, but Nexi has the meter to continue.
Also, I would like to publicly apologize to all the ABBA players, because I was making fun of you guys for like being ABBA mains before the character came out and before you ever played her. I didn't want this character in the game simply because people were so annoying about her, but now that she's in, I'm like, this is the sickest DLC they've released yet.
Yeah, it's been really nice seeing that, like, other than people, you know, not liking blocking her, right? It's been generally really positive reception about pretty faithfully bringing back an older character, keeping them interesting, and also having them be good. Where people aren't just like, oh, maybe this... I mean, sure. Week 1, some people thought she wasn't great. But a lot of people saw the potential, and now we're seeing that too.
Yeah, she's esports. Like, she's an esports character. Oh! Come back in the corner.
Definitely going to be seeing her strongly represented at offlines this year. Shinky spending to resume, but loses Eddie again. Better to just play defensively here, if possible. Ah, actually finding a way in on offense. Mixed into death. When was the last time ABBA was in a game? That would be Accent Core Plus R.
Which is 2012.
So somewhat a bit of a long time ago.
It's more like 10 years.
Yeah. Though, actually, is it Accent Core or Plus R? I think it was Accent Core.
Alright, then let's see. Accent Core release. Yeah, that is also... It still says 2012 for Wikipedia, but I don't believe it. Accent Core is September 11, 2007, so 15 years more like. But a lot of characters haven't been in the game since that time, right? Like Bridget's been really old.
Yeah. Who else? Robokai?
Oh,
No, Robokai. Robokai was introduced, I think, in an earlier version of XX. Unless I'm wrong. Holy Order Sol, I guess, wasn't in X. Nice bait there. Chinky getting that second game.
Yeah, I'm fearing the... like, Dizzy was just like in Ref 2. She came in, I think she was in Ref 2 DLC. If we continue down that route, I'm gonna have to wait a lot longer. Which is fine, but this game's had a lot more seasons. It got a lot more support.
It has. Well, I predicted in Season 2 that Dizzy would come out in Season 4. That's always my guess. I feel like she'll either be the first or last character of next season. I think that's always a good strategy as well, to save like the most anticipated ones for the first and the last. Because Johnny was definitely a character people have been begging for. He was the first one of 3. We finished 3 with Slayer. I can't remember if Robokai was in X. I think Robokai might have been in... what was it called? There was like X 1.5 that wasn't quite X2. It wasn't X either. There's a lot of versions of X and XX. He wasn't in X? Yeah, I thought he wasn't in X. Dizzy and Testament were as unlockable characters.
Well, we're uninstalling on that little itty bitty of Jealous Rage Cage, and now we have a lot of it. BRC, yeah, you're not blocking that. I'm sorry.
Just like before as well, Shinky gotta be thanking that wall health there. It's got a second chance, but it's not gonna be easy. Things are looking dire here. That's probably death. Yep.
Yeah. Can you imagine this version of Ava without wall break?
Oh god.
Just imagine.
If people thought they didn't like wall break, maybe they'll have some second thoughts now.
Because these characters in the game in general, it's genuinely designed around wall break. Which makes sense, since it is like a core mechanic in the game.
I'll actually like vouch on the side of liking it. I think it's even if it didn't come back, or you didn't see it in any other games, I think it was a really interesting idea to try, and I'm glad it was attempted. You know, just breaking some of the rules that people are used to. Every game having that oppressive corner.
It still has the oppressive corner. And especially this season, like, you get the Wild Assault, Heavy Knockdown, War Break, you get to keep meter, you get to do positive shenanigans.
Yeah. Thankfully, the positive bonus tension gains are genuinely tuned down. Although, you do still get quite a lot of burst back. That's what's the scary thing about positive now. Not the tension, the burst. Is he killed again? Chinky gonna have to spend resources here? Can it kill though with Abba's health? I don't think so. No. Abba, one of the most durable cast members. Only a little bit less health than Gold Lewis.
Yeah, she kind of needs the health, I imagine, at least from like a theoretical perspective, because she's gonna be stuck in normal mode for a bit. Is what we thought, and then it turns out normal mode's actually not that bad because 236k is really, really strong.
Yeah, the normal mode pressure definitely no slouch. A lot of plus frames, areas that are hard to interact. Crucially as well, if the hop kick comes in, -1 on block. You need a 4-framer ideally there. Got the double Luigi, first one of the day. Whoever takes this round takes it all. Snake confirming those were 06 editions. Good cast. Sword dodge. Eddie killed. Situation dire. Shinky is in trouble here. Doesn't get the hard knockdown though. Not too many resources to play with here.
I think if you're Shinky, you're like very afraid of the door super. Goes full screen. Dash is now his burst. Yeah, spends it. Resource trade half of my burst for all of your burst.
death if there's no drop. Shinky's gonna be taking that one.
Nom 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 nom. Nom nom.
Amogus. Right. While the next players assemble, I'm just gonna grab a quick drink of water.
Do that. Alright. Alrighty then, chat room. We're gonna have Tiger Pop against this is top 16, yes. Top 16, this is Tiger Pop versus Fengbadong. I go to Popo. Only Tiger Pop. Winners top 16. I can't imagine running a bracket as big as TNS. Imagine it's like actually an online major. Like, that's crazy. Can you imagine? Alright, we're waiting for the players. How are you guys doing? What's they been? Is there any character you'd say like, yeah, I want this in the game? Like even cross up. Like if you had like the ability to have one crossover character in Guilty Gear Strive from another fighting game, which one would it be? That's an interesting question, right?
Back. Perfect timing.
Perfectly timed.
Well, this is going to be a match here. Shang versus Tiger. This is the person to watch at the moment if you want to see good ABBA. Tiger been making character look crazy.
Yeah, Tiger generally like labs a lot. It's very quick on the uptake on like optimal stuff, better combos, and implementing those. Also plays a lot, so that is also a benefit. Gets the knockdown. Going into Jealous Rage, and Chang we're gonna have to block this. Didn't block the overhead. Out gets bombs. Combo drops unfortunately, but we're just opening up again. Reset. Passing on the heavy knockdown. Taking the Jealous Rage instead. Now BRC forward to S under. And that will be trying to bait the burst and gets gold burst instead. And that will be overhead. Oh, just reversal super. I'm not blocking that. It's just Tiger Pop.
Ain't having none of that. I was gonna say as well, Tiger also one of the main innovators, creating stuff and then sharing it on Twitter and in servers. Always helps develop the character for everyone else. Oh, IB'd on the 5p and grabs the 6k. Clean counterplay there by Tiger. Now, compared to the normal ABBA game plan, it's trickier to use Danzai against Baiken. He's one of the characters who can actually deal with Danzai, having that parry on board.
Like,
game one.
Very interesting choice by Tiger Pop there. Sees the startup of the move from Shang during the BRC, and instead of choosing 6p to win, chooses the 2k to beat Chang's BRC and just get the kill. Very smart.
Very
like,
good
that's
awareness.
tiny tidbits you can pick up for yourself. Like when the move kills, it doesn't matter how big it is or small.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Finding some good hits early and managing to steal the burst away. Good optimization there, using the resources, trading that tension to get a ton more Jealous Rage, hopping over Cabaret even. Just slams Shang into the wall.
Nice, another round for Tiger. It's been like really been, oh my god, just low profile as the 2H. And not low profile, low crush with the mid crush. Oh, but gets counter hit by S Cabaret, and that would have been big damage had enough burst.
looking for the burst, not going to find it at the advantageous time this time. Shang managing to convert with Cabaret's follow-up here. Now you've got to hold some Viking corner pressure potentially. No Tag's finding the way out. Viking, fortunately for her though, in the case of blocking that hop kick, does have a 4-framer to contest Abba.
Was it 2x counter hits to Tatami? The jump back JS to catch up Tiger Pop, that will net Chang the round. Very smart decision. Goes back. And knows Tiger has been jumping up to contest, and that will Chang with that taxpayer esports JS.
Yeah. Watching and adapting. He's getting clipped by the air button there. Tiger applying small delays to each of these as well. They attempt to dodge any potential parries. And also hop over any mashes too.
Just low crushed the 6p.
The hop kick?
They hit just low profile. A low crush the 6p. That's insane.
Yeah, Abba can't do it all at once. She does have options to call out, like both highs and lows, so well with her toolkit.
Whoever designed ABBA 236Ks, like, whenever they see that, they're like chuckling. I did this.
I did this, and now you all have to hold it.
I generally, that's always how I imagine the Guilty Gear developers being like, we're all mad, and they're going like, hee, I did that.
Oh, for sure. They've definitely got to be laughing to themselves sometimes. Some of the stuff they be putting out there and making us hold.
Oh, we're just double dashing up, trying to, I imagine you're trying to read a backdash from Shang. And yeah, that looked like Supreme Neutral. Oh, gets caught in the backdash with the Escabri. Runs up Danzai now out of Jealousy Gauge. That was really strong burst from Shang. Recognizing that the resources are very important. Gets the throw though. Now to HOTG, gets the safe JD instead. Now we're closing in. Doesn't want to enter Jealous Rage yet, I imagine. Still feeling comfortable on that regular move pressure. Gets the super as a reversal. That will wall break, give heavy knockdown, and full Jealous Rage. Shang, this is looking really bad for you, but that parry might just turn the round around. Tries to wait. Tank is thrown to HOTG. Yeah. No, doesn't kill. Blocked by Shang.
But Tiger staying in range with the double IB there on the map. And generally, as a whole in this set, Tiger been making excellent use of IBs to keep at the appropriate ranges. The Shang getting those resets. Have plenty of risk built here.
Alright, but wall health is low, so no hit would have killed from Shang without meter. Now Tiger gets on the offense, gets the overhead again. Danzai, full conversion, yep. Oh, tries to go for a cheeky reset with that Jealous Rage running out, but gets clipped. And Shang picks up the Yosansin.
Getting another round, staying in the game here. Not going to be sent to losers just yet. Is this the beginning of the reverse sweep?
Not if this continues. Tiger already getting top of Shang's health, but that's just what Viking wants to be, right? Activating that guts. And we're tanky. The Don's at 100 meter available. It's the 2S fishing for that. That will be wall break. No, just heavy knockdown. Tries to run in again, and that might be the game maker parry. Needs to make this count. Gets immediately in side switch. That burst.
And went quite a bit further too. Normally the side switch leaving you a bit closer to Abba, but the IB actually doing the opposite in this instance. Sending Shang further away. This is Shang's chance to make the comeback. That's the momentum lead. Being very careful here. Tiger did have the 50 meter, they choose to spend it. And that's the game-winning 6p confirmed there. Tiger taking that one free. Oh. Shang getting rounds on the board. Definitely did not let Tiger have it easy. see more of Shang later in loser's side.
Alright, we're having Soap Eater versus Pritcho. And after that, we'll take a tiny break before top 8 so we can get some drinks, get some food. Pritcho Kai. Alright.
The Precho Kai today.
Let's see how the top 16 is looking. We have Nixie against Atomic Galaxy, who's been clawing her way back up ever since that loss from early on.
Rafke is yeah.
Pizza Time versus Rage Wolf, who's been pulling up a bit more, getting those better placement. Love to see it. And then in winners, we already have Tiger Pop and Guessing Game waiting. And this game will be against Wrathgazer or Rebel. Will take the other top 8 spot.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
We're into things here. Soap starting off with the momentum, gonna force Precho to use that burst. Precho calls out the Johnny 2S with the Fuda arc here into a full combo wall break. Oh, a lot of damage actually. Fuda is still a pretty strong starter if you can hit it. On the backdash, wall broke, but let's have a 100-meter here.
The Kara card.
That RTL looked safe, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that card throw was actually like so misfinder canceling the dash, or like jump canceling the dash into card. And it looked unsafe, but just safe enough to cash out the RTL. And I was stuck in the corner though. That's the deflect shield, and that gets Soap out. Now tries to shimmy and gets just throw. Alright, we're just using Johnny's absurd normal range to space out with Pritcho, not impressed. Tries to throw bait but gets 5 feet out. First wise decision. Connect with Soap Eater. Trying to upwards. Trying to card super and get green space back, but that dash will be grabbed this time. Pritcho cancelling the Fuda arc. Gets the overhead and block. Wall break. UTP heavy knockdown, card throw, okay. Dash up. Oh, another 2TP. Soap Eater getting flipped out, and that's Pritcho taking the route with the 6k.
Evening things out. Has the resource lead too now. IBFD and using that spacing to set up the charged fireball safely. Good awareness into a really good situation here. Soap is reversing the situation here. A bit of a lower damage starter, but going to be a good situation for the resources coming back.
Right, we're dashing up. But the 6k gets the Black Shield and tries to 6p. And oh, the 6p connects Pritcho running right back into it.
Yeah, still active due to that slowdown. As useful as the slowdown can be sometimes, you also do need to stay aware. And if someone gets that slowdown, you know, you might mess up your own timing. This is actually something that's especially apparent if you play Baiken and you try to parry using the slowdown, and then you make your own parry whiff and eat a counter hit.
Oh yeah, that sounds painful.
Yeah, definitely got to be one of the worst feelings for a Baiken player to run into. It'd be tricky. It's tricky sometimes knowing when the moves are active and how long they're going to stay active. How the slowdown's going to interact with that.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Making good use of the IB there to get that bar slash counter. Ooh, and that's a 2D counter hit. That's going to be some good damage. Misses the super wall break, I think. They're getting a 6p.
We're ever seen. Oh, gets clipped by the delay. Classic frame trap. Retro Kai looking real scary. Beating the carry delegations.
And she wisely bet on Soap reacting to the dust. Only changing it into that low at the very last second. Good pickup here. Knocked down yet again. Got the meter to play with here. Soon to be 100 bar.
Oh my god, we're just spending all our meter. It's the close slash conversion as punishment for Pretcher being a little silly goose.
And it was an interesting call out because that just wasn't the regular DP right there at the end. That was HDP. Wanting to use that delay to try and hopefully find one of Soap's buttons to clip, but gonna be the case here. Soap has the resource lead.
Against the bar slash.
Pretcher is holding onto the burst here, and we're starting this round off here. We're a pretty even set of resources here. Realistically, full burst for both players.
Well, gets clipped by the cart and immediately bursts. Doesn't want to be there. And we're trying to RC before the cart comes out. Gets the clip anyway, and Soap Eater now. On the pressure, gets clipped by the fully charged Sun Edge. Pretcher catching the backdash. She's built different. And gets the sticker edge through the wall.
Humongous damage. Considering the amount of HP Johnny has, and the damage people normally associate with Kai, that was crazy damage.
Yeah, Kai damage is like deceptively high. Like you wouldn't think a character with like the Great Wall of China bar slash. Oh my god. Oh my god, Pretcher.
DP not gonna pay off. So flying around the screen.
Yeah.
Finds the miss.
So-called bad characters when they vault RC.
Volt RC.
It's like this character is like a bit undertuned, but like Vault RC might just be the best neutral skip in the game.
Goes over a hell of a lot. Now that's the thing, no disrespect to any of the players. I'm sure there is plenty of gap involved, but we do see a lot of Johnny represented in tournaments, placing quite well. Character,
Yeah.
perhaps not as bad as people say. I'd like to maybe put that one out there. But for sure, a character with vulnerabilities and problems doesn't have the easiest time around a lot of things. Mostly due to the lack of the dash block. Ooh, that was a very high hitting Fuder arc there.
Alright, Pretcher keeping the pressure up. Stun Dipper gets our seat, air thrown, and we're back to the corner. We love it here. Oh, we also love the heavy knockdown. Soap now on the offense. It's the close slash frame trap. Pretcher actually bursting on block. Didn't actually confirm from Donnie's side. Misfiner again. Ooh.
Betting on these DPs not paying off generally here. Soap not pressing in the places that Pretcher's expecting.
Donnie up playing? Nah.
Johnny realism.
You're telling me people who play that who talk about their own character are always correct? I don't think so. I think we always like undervalue the strength and we make the weaknesses seem way bigger than they actually are.
Sometimes you can't fully see the strengths too when you're playing it. You end up appreciating or understanding them more when you're playing against it. And crucially as another character, not just running the mirror.
Alright, one more chance for Pretcher has burst, and I imagine the gold burst is coming, or the ride the lightning.
Safe, it is not. RTL paying off, but One of the lower damage supers. Now you're holding Volt RC, but holding it, she could not there. Soap going to be taking round 2. And that's the thing when we talk about placements in this game. Ultimately, somebody always has to be nearer the bottom. A group of characters has to be, around that sort of bottom 4 area. But what does that really mean in Strive? Where characters are generally a lot closer together.
Yeah, Strive's been really, like, well balanced, I imagine. Like, this game, like, it used to have its problems for sure. But now, like, most of the characters are on the same line, mostly because also, like, the system mechanics are at a point where everybody can abuse them, so characters are more on an even footing.
Yeah, evens the playing field a lot. Finds the gap here. We were talking about gap earlier. That's a gap that's been found there in the offense. So now on set point.
Alright, the anti-air after the 5k waves. And that will be. And Senga to close in, the just block to get out, but Dope Eater doesn't care, just throw the card. Do your best little volley Kaiki's main. Oh no! Grab.
Back throw coming in. Throw into, that's a big dire counter hit there.
Alright, positive bonus for Precho. Needs to make this counter stun to Purse block, holding down back in neutral. Nice out, waits for the DP. Yeah, so now wary of Precho's shenanigans. Especially with meter. PRC'd! And that will be Warbrick? No, we were sitting in the corner because any hit now will kill. A grab might just be enough. Does kill.
Yeah, perhaps, maybe those DPs from earlier able to plant an idea in Soap's mind. Get Soap to look for that option. And then change it up later on.
Yeah, what should change about Soap though is like cornering yourself. You don't want to be doing that. You have to spend a lot of resources just to get back. But that hit might just prove deadly.
Good awareness of the wall spacing there. A small little delay to ensure the card does not go under Sprecho, but instead hits her. Soap taking that 3-1, moving further up in the winner's bracket. Precho's Kai still going to be in the tourney though.
Yeah. Also, Turtle, to respond, you can't like complain about people hating on your character and then like instigate it. That is your bad. Don't ask me about my opinion on Blue Wild Assault Tether when you don't want to hear it. Alright. With that, we're gonna go into a tiny like 8-minute break. So we can like refresh, like get a block of it.
Alright.
And then we're gonna continue with top 8. So see you guys and Alright, we're back now. Sorry for still munching. I couldn't quite finish in time.
No worries. Needed. I can talk a little bit more. I've got no extra food to eat. Just had a satsuma, that's all, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't eaten all day, like basically, so I needed something. So I got some bread.
Oh, I was lucky. I had a reheat from a previous day stored, and I was like, alright, I'll just finish up my live stream slightly before this. Literally just go pop it in the microwave, heat it up, eat it, and straight onto this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm well fed today. Looks like we got Guessing Game and Tiger here. The winner's top 8.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, Abba Gold Lewis. I've heard like Abba is supposedly pretty good against Gold Lewis because she does high damage, so she doesn't give him as much burst.
And she herself, similar health profile, can survive a little bit better against the Gold Lewis offense. You've misspelt bracket, Shadow.
Don't look at me. I was like, for a second I was scared I forgot to put it in, but... With the left right in the corner?
Ooh, and some BRC shenanigans there. And Game almost did Gwes correctly. I'm mixing myself in, but not quite. Tiger taking that first game.
This sad smiley face on loss. Almost makes me feel bad.
Almost.
Alright, round start. What's gonna be the play? Or far slash, but Lewis far slash still good. Okay, well, Wildassault staying and immediately gets the high. Even the black beat was still in block stun from well, Wild Assault, God Crush. Button 2S goes into the corner. Wild Assault once again to keep the pressure going because pushed out too far with FD. First dodged.
Now you're holding that Gold Lewis pressure. Big counter hit there. Quest finding that normal there. Oh, but using the parry there as a round start to call out White Wild Assault. Getting a punish out of it. Very good decision and awareness by Tiger, and has now been rewarded with an absolutely humongous amount of resources to play with here. Still, soft knockdown, needs to find that hit. Let's find a way around the drone. Good usage of the meter to enforce that offense. Uninstall, reinstall. It's like the meter was never gone.
Do you think like Abba is the ultimate tech support character? Have you tried turning it on and off again?
For sure. Usually the solution too, for most of your PC troubles. Either that, or you do the complex version. You go into like a process, and then turn it off again. Maybe turn it back on, maybe don't. But sometimes it's just as simple as that.
Yes, the throne gets, unfortunately has to wall speak another time, giving Gold Lewis another 25% burst. Both players in full burst this round. This time Tiger not respecting the Wild Assault. That
Danzai almost actually calling it out on its own. It's a lot of damage for Gold Lewis to be taking there. Tiger's still got a good amount of resources here. I wanted the burst. Found it in a different way. Gonna be able to kill off this one.
Arc System Works is such a funny company. Our goal is to reduce damage, and then they release Ava, and they're like, yeah. Good luck, guys.
Damage for everyone, except Abba and Sol. Does anybody actually beat Sol in damage, though? I don't think they do they?
May might. With like a good
May,
counter hit, but
very
like the...
niche counter hits. Yeah, May's kind of an interesting case where, with the added mix, in a lot of cases, May alternates between being a really high damage character and a really low damage character.
Actually, Potemkin.
Potemkin doesn't often get his biggest damage, but when he does, and we saw that earlier when Wrathgazer got that rope conversion, did huge damage.
Also, Gold Lewis. The literal man on our screen. Gold Lewis has incredibly consistent, incredibly high damage.
Yeah, I feel like Gold Lewis's general peak damage ends up being lower than some of the potentials like Sol, but the consistency is where it's valuable.
But we're just dying.
He powers through the whole drone. Swats it out of the sky.
Oh yeah, Soul back guy optimal damage is like... We all gotta remember that Soul does have two supers. He has Tyrant Rave and then he has Heavy Volcanic Viper.
And then if he somehow lands his joke super, his taunt super, if he lands that, I think that's still the highest damage super in the game. But that's true, calling Heavy Volcanic Viper a super. It does more damage if I recall than Mortar Batter.
It does 5 more damage.
Which is outrageous to think about.
Also, that is the highest damage. Full Jealousy Rage, Jealous Gauge, Abba Super is, I think, the highest in the game.
It's either tied slightly lower or slightly higher than Heavy Mob, I think. I'm not entirely sure, though. Either way, yeah, it's up there.
Well, I think that's already the set.
That is actually, yeah. Tiger taking that one 3-0. Moving onwards.
Vanish into dark.
What has happened to me with my camera? My camera does not agree with the change in light level. There we go. I got taken over by Zato's Forbidden Beast for a moment there.
You can vanish into dark. Or is it Tashi likes to call this camera racist, which is not entirely wrong. I just think it's very funny. Dark Marissa, yeah.
Dark Marissa.
Evil Marissa be like, doesn't commentate. Refuses offer to commentate.
No, never. Never count on. I don't even play this game. That reminds me, speaking of evil versions of people, Ice on Salty. If Ice's doing solo comms, it sets the webcam up with like an inverse negative image. It's just called Evil Ice. My camera is out to get me today.
Yeah, your camera is
I've
like...
gone evil again. Hang on, I got a solution.
The camera is like just playing tricks.
That's it. No more natural light.
No more natural light.
Nope.
The sun is dead.
Consistency with the light bulb in the room. That'll fix it.
Yeah, the sun's almost gone for me as well. Like... I wish I had like Sajam perfect hair always.
Yeah, I don't know how Sajam does it sometimes. But I remember watching the Aqua Tour broadcast. You could see every time he was talking, just adjusting the hair, making sure it stayed perfect all moment.
Yeah, once Sajam stops touching his hair, we know we're doomed as the FGC. We're done for. It's just over.
I mean, my hair's just naturally messy. I just give up on it. If it decides to start doing something, I'm like, yeah, you go.
Alright, we're just waiting on Wrathgazer.
It's a plastic Lego hat.
It would be funny if it like turned out that Sajam's perfect hair was actually just like a wig. All this time.
We've been duped. Bold jam is real.
What do you do if you meet Sajam without hair? Like, what happens?
Has someone edited that already? I'm curious. There's like
Bald
so many
jam?
images. Bold Sajam. No, I think that's uncharted territory. So, for you Photoshoppers out there, if you want to make Sajam bold, I think it's been done yet. And we could spread that rumor. We could start it here. We could say Sajam is actually bold, guys.
Yeah, let's just randomly take shot at someone's hair.
We're taking his hair.
Alright, but hopping in. Johnny versus Pot. Like,
Me bold? Oh no, I like my hair.
with the two supposed eternal bottom tiers. I don't think Pot could get any buffs that will like make people admit like, that he's really good.
I don't know when they'll admit it. I really don't. But you know, I think he's at that point now where he is definitively good. It's really hard to argue that he isn't. Yes, he has some tough matchups, but with White Wild Assault as it is to make up for that, the amount of health you got to get that burst back, you're really in good faith say your character is bad.
I mean, I can't, but Pot mains can.
Pot mains find a way, as always. Either to gap or to downplay.
Right here, see? 2k, oh, connects. I imagine that was a backwards Mega Fist. Wrath Gazer now in a bad spot, but it has the Wild Assault. The Whale gets the 6p. And the random heat tackle, I say random, but that was... Oh! Hate their Phantom tax? What even is a Phantom tax?
I kind of had this explained to me earlier, but even then, I'm not entirely sure the lore, so someone else can type it out.
Oh, Phantom tax is an internet slang term describing the theft of food between friends.
Yeah, actually that's a pretty good way to sum up the explanation. Yeah. I was today years old when I found that out.
Oh, it's a streamer called Phantom. That's where
I think
it
they're in
originated.
a gamer house, and they're often like taking their friends' food. Ooh. Letting that Hammerfall rock actually paid off big there, because Soap pressed on it, expecting it to be RC. Was ready for the counterplay, but Raph had already cycled the option there.
Oh, the Phantom tax is when you, like, you're as the friend are stealing. So that means Soap is, like, stealing. But does that mean that Soap is stealing Soap? As the Phantom tax.
They have their name with Riz on the end too.
Phantom
So they're stealing the food with Riz? They're stealing the food stylishly? Is that what they're going for?
I think
I
the
don't know.
stealing is what
This
makes it
Zoomer
attractive.
terminology is too much for me sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it gets too much when you have like 5 terms that mean literally nothing. Like, not that Riz means nothing, but it's like, you know, Phantom is a streamer who goes around taking
Start
food from his-
combining them all, and it's like, alright, what does this actually mean? Who suffers more in the matchup, huh?
We should stop talking about suffering and actually start talking about success. And Soap having more success than the Pod, so I guess. Potemkin mains use this game. Pod is a winning matchup according to even MJ. Isn't MJ like known as the person who puts like very few matchups in winning for Johnny? Oh, according to even MJ is winning for Johnny. Okay.
Ah. Well, if MJ is saying it's winning, then it's probably pretty winning. I imagine it's tough for Pot, because Johnny is competing at the same sort of range with normals, but the pressure really is harder for Pot to hold, I think, than it is Johnny.
Yeah.
And this might be a matchup where having that step dash in neutral is actually a blessing rather than a curse. Hot's bigger, normal's all very committal. Johnny can kind of just space around. Hot also can't really flick the card, can he?
I don't think the card counts as a projectile.
Ah. So you can't flick either the card itself or the explosion.
Yeah, so
Flick
either.
rendered useless. So
Putting-
getting game 2.
Yeah. Also, it's funny when you just say some nonsense and people are like, it's these days. I promise you, every generation had literal nonsense words. I think,
Oh yeah.
I just think they proliferate more because they're like on TikTok. And like those videos go viral and then the words go viral. And because I'm not there, it's for me, it's like, why are you making up words every month that I need to learn? Why do...
It's funny how some things have repeated themselves too, since, if I recall, stuff like Skibbity Toilet is effectively just YouTube poop Gmod videos. Again, but for a younger generation. Like, it's
man.
the same thing I would have been able to see when I was like 12. God, that was a long time ago. That was like 15 years ago. YouTube poop's that old? No way.
Yo, YouTube poop's crazy. I think
They
the
are.
newer generations might actually be better off because some YouTube poops were like genuinely racist.
Yeah, I think one advantage the younger generation has, and also is good at dealing with, is they don't use as much offensive stuff as was a bit more common
Now that,
in the early internet days.
that
I think they
doesn't
keep
mean-
it a bit cleaner and
Yeah.
just sillier in a good way for the most part.
we all still enjoy like some bit of dark humor. I think we've all played Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, there's always a time and place for it though, without going too far.
Oh my god, is he dead?
The Poptimal right there.
That is a really kill clip.
Yeah, when Pot gets those optimals. Oh lordy, he puts the damage out. Clean confirms that.
Privilege. I can smell it. Don't get away from me, Johnny players. Your normals are really good. Can't look at that close slash hit and go like, yeah, Johnny normals.
RC for you.
How anti-air missed fighter because these motherfuckers have been lying to us. 5D and one more hit for Wrathgazer will do the job, but Johnny offense really scary when it gets in once. Could be connect, yeah.
Just hitting him with the boy pose. Boy, you ain't having this easily.
Generation had Crazy Frog and Salad Fingers. Crazy Frog. Salad
Oh my
Fingers.
god, Crazy Frog, I remember that.
Bing bing.
I remember, I have a funny story about Crazy Frog actually. I was on holiday in Spain, and there was a claw machine, you know, grabs the plushies. Yeah, well, we all know those. It had a demo mode where it demonstrates how the claw works. Somehow the demo mode managed to actually grab one of the plushies and drop it into the prize hole while I was watching it. I'm like, alright, I guess I just have a free Crazy Frog plushie now. Sure.
Crazy Frog was terrible. I think Crazy Frog had like one funny thing, which was that one. I don't remember which one it was.
I don't remember anything aside from that one video and the fact I won a plushie of him without spending money.
And Salad Fingers is just like genuinely disturbing.
That I remember being thumbnail, like was constantly on YouTube back in the day. I never actually watched it though.
I
Is
watched
it
it.
one video? Multiple videos? I don't know.
I think it's multiple videos.
Ah,
It's like genuinely like mind screw, and it's still going on. It's like from 7 months ago.
aren't a lot of these like old YouTube things actually still around in some capacity? Like, didn't Annoying Orange become like a TV show or something? I swear I remember someone telling me. I've not seen it, but I remember seeing Annoying Orange when it was on YouTube, and I was like, I think 13. I'm just feeling old now.
No, I was
Nice
always
backdash
boring.
there by Raph.
Annoying oranges trans. Oranges don't have a gender, bro.
But what if they did?
I
Hey,
don't-
Vsauce, Michael here.
I'll be honest. If I was trans, I don't think I want annoying orange in my community.
I thought you were about to say if I was trans, I would hope that I wasn't an orange.
It was just bad cover versions of songs, and a tiny penis in the video. Yeah,
Oh,
that
the
makes sense.
creator is trans. Fair enough.
And not the orange, yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm happy for the creator.
I like.
Oh, look at these flick combos. No wall break, but look at the damage bringing back.
Oh,
Raph finding the hit. 2-2 now.
this Garuda character. Plime, how do you feel about Guard Crush?
Actually, this is a Garuda champion, Plime.
Plime, how do you
Yeah,
feel about easily accessible Guard Crush? How does it make you feel?
This is a guard crush matchup, too.
Well, the creator
What is
voices
that?
the orange, so trans orange. I don't think that's how it works because Mario in Type Lumina is also voiced by a woman. I don't think that makes Mario a female. I don't think that's how it works, but I'll let whatever makes you happy, man. Ash Ketchum has been a woman all this time. That's crazy.
But what if we make the orange the trans color scheme?
Okay,
Trans orange.
Naruto and Luffy are women confirmed. Yeah. Alright, talking about Guard Crush, Donnie has no shortage of it, and I think we're gonna see it here. There, no take jump, misfinder hits, gets bursted, and now we're dashing in 6k to anti-air my life savings. Naruto bros, you mean Naruto sis, because Naruto is now a woman, voiced by a woman, so the character is a woman.
Naruto girlies, where we at?
Naruto sisters, where we at?
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alright, dash in, bar slash, ooh, blocks the low, gets opened up,
Yeah.
Hammerfall, wake. We're living that world, oh, we live in a society.
It's definitely an option. Raph is not going to respect any of this pressure here, finding a way to reverse the situation. Trying to stay cautious of the meter there.
Oh no,
Misses Buster timing.
the Carabuster also. We'll close slash 5D and that will be the round, double Luigi again.
They should put Might Guy in Strive. I mean, hey, Might and Lee are some of the cooler characters, but I don't know. On that topic, I do not want to see crossover characters in Strive. I
don't?
hope the whole of the game's lifespan, no crossover characters, just Guilty Gear. Oh, speaking of Guilty Gear, Buster.
It really depends. If it's 2B again,
2B again would be kind of funny. Oh, the JD.
okay, give
Gonna
damn
take it.
a mic guy
Reverse
colors.
sweep.
Wrathgazer, yeah, actually taking the game. Oh, now I'm turning dark, but my camera is not like as color sensitive as Marissa's, so
Evil deck.
they can cross GG into other games. I want, like, imagine Soul Back Guy. Would it be funny if Soul Back Guy got into Street Fighter?
That would be kind of funny.
That-
Oh, I'm down for Soul to end up in things. He better be in Fortnite one day.
Oh my gosh, Soul Back Guy Fortnite?
He has to. I just don't want crossovers in Strive. Strive characters can go to other games though, hell yeah. If anyone ever wonders why my camera plays up, it was like 20 quid. Don't worry about it.
Mine was even cheaper.
Oh damn, alright, I guess your camera's just better than mine.
Put Ryu from Street Fighter. We should
Nah,
put
he's already
Ryu.
in Fortnite. He doesn't need to be in Guilty Gear. He's literally in Fortnite. Don't they have Ryu, Chun-Li, Guile, and like someone else? I think. Let's run out of characters. They should add Makoto to Street Fighter 6. That's what they should do. Your character is 100 squid. Yeah, you just play Gaio in streets, innit?
Cannot change society. So, Duel 1.
Squid's tasty?
Let's rock.
I've never had squid. Well, the 5p anti-air. What's the 0703 stand for?
Yeah, at first I didn't recognize the name, but we got Rebel here. And that's a name we're starting to see a hell of a lot more in these brackets, placing really high consistently. Rebel representing Sin.
You know, looking at this now, I think, like, actually Abba and Nago aren't so different. Like, they both, like, you both kind of want to burst them when their gauge is, like, at the critical mass.
The gauges just kind of work in the opposite way, sort of.
Maybe Beyblade Low was, like, literally just, like, them doing a test run for Abba's design and then, like, redesigning her depending on feedback. Maybe that's why Beyblade was made a low.
Now, maybe that we've got Abba, they could change Beyblade back to a mid? Maybe? They won't. Abba, Hoof Stomp, no stamina, minus on hit. Rebel gonna be punished for that one. I'll be careful being minus on hit against a character or 4-framer.
Yeah, and Rebel spacing themselves outside the range of that 5H, and Abba 5H is one of the buttons of all time. Like, that button is scary. I've played against it. It's like I'm full screen away. She will run up and do 5H, and my life just ends. Talking about ending life.
5H. Ooh, I don't like contesting 5H on the ground. I think as Sin players, we want to be contesting as much as we can closer, perhaps, when we can, in normal mode. But when Abba's in Jealous Rage,
that was still
stay
plus. He was still plus. That was Blackbeat. How plus is Key Super? That's insane.
Depends on whether you blocked it on the ground or in the air and where you get hit by it. I don't know. She just assume she's very plus.
I'm going
either way.
Plus 50 if you don't jump. That's insane. They're really just like throwing.
49.
Season 3 is really just like throwing around plus frames like they're candy.
I think the award for biggest amount of plus frames, if I remember in Guilty Gear history, goes to Robokai in Axenkorf.
How plus is he?
I think he can be over plus 100 with one of his supers. Or is it like over 300? I might have to fact check this.
It would have to
I feel
be
like Snake
over...
might just randomly have this knowledge on hand though.
It would have to be over 124. Because Asuka can be plus 124.
Robokai. I mean, that would be a character that would be funny to see back. Let's see. One of his supers. Oh. Wait, no. I think Asuka might actually be more plus.
Because Speed Staff Arpeggio is plus 124.
Risky Lovers is, or Risk Sky Lovers, if you want to read it like that, is plus 118.
Yeah, Asuka is more plus.
Alright, sorry Robokai, you've been dethroned. And you're not even in the game to defend yourself.
Yeah, you always gotta remember that Asuka is like sometimes literally plus a second or two. When we're talking about plus frames, like, Nexi didn't even use them to run down Revel. Nexi looking really, really dominant. But when I'm on comms, it's really just yapping.
We mix it up, you know, a little bit of common, a little bit of yap.
A lot of yap, a little bit of commentary.
Who doesn't love a good old yap, though?
I have the Waffle House as my image during Exert, so...
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, we're immediately installing Round Star, and we're getting bursted into the corner. That might be very bad. The counter hit, oh yeah, it needs to burst and uninstall. That was a very, very bad spot to be caught in.
You gotta burst those, and if people don't know, Sin's specials as counter hit starters are reasonably heavily prorated on the base ones, but if the follow-ups hit, the follow-ups are all mids as well. Outside of DP, if those follow-ups hit, they are not prorated that heavily, and they will be heavy damage combos. Especially Elkun's follow-up, you can get a massive amount of damage from that.
Safe jump. Immediately get YRC, but gets caught jumping. That is way better than getting caught grounded. And we're just low crushing. RTL is minus 81. Calvados used to be minus 979 or something.
Calvados was minus 79.
Yeah, they popped it in one patch from minus 79 to plus 19.
What the heck?
You always gotta remember that. It's like they gave that thing, like, they changed the frame advantage by almost 100 frames.
That's nutty. Why was it so minus?
Because it didn't guard crush.
Simply just off that, huh?
Yeah, well, guard crush, the duration of guard crush makes them able to fuck around with plus frames beyond the attack level, and I think that's why some stuff has guard crush, like Geo Enhanced 236k. They couldn't make it more plus without making a guard crush, and that's why it guard crushes.
But it's easier on the coding end of things, perhaps. That would make sense. Just like that. Nexi moving on further into the bracket. Revel, I think that was loser's side if I recall, right? So
that was loser's side, yeah.
Unfortunately going to be out there, but still a strong showing as always for the Sin players. Looks like we've got Shang and Shinky pulling up now. By Zato.
Oh, I'm season 4, bro. It's coming.
And they better make sure to let us trial it at VSF again.
Yeah, I love gaslighting. I need the gaslight season to come back.
We need that. We actually so need that. It'll be so funny. It's going to be funny as well. There's going to be this Axel player there again, I bet. Spreading rumors about Axel's normals. Maybe it'll be new rumors this year. Like Renson will be ruined. Renson Down's no longer a low. And it's minus 20. Axel nerfed again. 2K is now a 6 frame. Axel, only character in the game with no 5 frame button.
I remember the gaslighting. It was like Jacko. And this nerf actually happened a patch later. Is Jacko command, defend command, like where she goes like this, actually sure active duration is what they said. And it was just like the guy or the person filming it just fucking up the timing so bad that it just never connected. So everybody thought it had like more recovery or less active frames.
There was so much of that. I remember Bad Moon giving Oki. What was the other one that comes to mind?
Maybe they also sneakily changed some stuff, and it actually was in the game, and they just removed it pre-season 3.
Oh, I remember Faust players thought that their new move was like minus 1,000,000. Like really negative, and they just didn't realize you could cancel as soon as into something.
Makes you think. Like, what if they actually like put some stuff in the game and then listened to what people were gaslighting about and then just like removed it again?
Yeah, I hope we see that positivity this time from that Axel player at VSF. Where instead this time they gaslight everyone into thinking Axel's normals have actually gotten longer.
Axel 2K now a 3-framer, low profiling frame 1.
Ooh.
That would go so hard. Axel would be so broken.
That would be busted. That would just so straight up be the best match in the game. Still, I hope they give it to us. No, not the free frame 2K, but I want to try the patch out of VSF again. That was funny. I want to spread some rumors this time. Let me have a turn. I could come up with some stuff.
Heard someone say testament to H is low in multi-hit just the other day. Don't trust anything you lab yourself. And Tiger Pop. I wouldn't trust Tiger Pop. I mostly trust Tiger Pop, but sometimes. Have you seen how he plays?
Credit to Tiger, I did actually ask about a bunch of HC stuff while we were at VSF. And quickly explained like a ton of things that had changed or stayed the same. seemed like really like knowledgeable on it in the moment. I think they're done a good bit of labbing.
A tiger will give you genuine advice when you ask him. Like, he will actually like just straight up give you the real counterplay and not meme on you.
Yeah.
But he does play like a little trash goblin.
Plays like a gremlin for sure, and people are realizing that more now. Tiger's playing the ABBA as well, a gremlin playstyle, showing a little bit more. But you know, ultimately has the knowledge and the tech. Is always willing to share and help other people learn.
Yeah, and Tiger Pop isn't like your example for you can be an absolute gremlin and be one of the best players in your region, then like, I don't know.
A lot of players should use Tiger as inspiration, I think. You can still play your way, so long as you got some theory behind it, and you rotate those options, make them unpredictable.
Alright, I'm just check. Oh, there he is.
Shinky is here. Hello.
Shout out to commentators filling that air. It's hard. Also, I'm turning dark now. The sun is leaving. I can no longer John. The sun was in my eyes. My dog gave my inputs.
Oh, I started messing with the excuses once at locals. I remember saying to someone, this isn't fair. The sun was in my opponent's eyes. Maybe if the sun was in my eyes, I would have won.
Sun was in their eyes, and now the Dotto is vanishing into dark.
When you got the dog in you, but the dog ain't like a German Shepherd. It's just like a little Chihuahua.
Well, the dog in Shinky is coming out right now. It does look like a German Shepherd. Summoning the silly little guy Eddie. I'm so glad they made Eddie like a little silly guy instead of keeping him just like the big, weird monster.
Yeah, I love that change. I love that Eddie is just a little goober now. He's just a funny little guy. Instead of being a bit edgier. It's just, oh, it's fun. It's charming.
It do be funny that Zato and Laura's like, Zato and Eddie were like taking turns in Purgatory and now they're just both back. And they're kind of friends, I guess.
Yeah, they kind of figured out how to get their relationship working, in that sense. And Zato's trying to, you know, make amends and repent for kind of just being a horrible person in the past. Zato was not a good man. His song will have you believe you gotta feel sorry for him, but he was not a good person.
Came back out of sheer horny for Milia.
See Snake's complaining.
He's too anime? You're acting like fucking Plus R and Xrd aren't anime. Like
they are anime, just in a different way.
They're super anime. Plus R and Xrd are just like a bit darker, and Guilty Gear games generally get less dark as they progress. Plus R is pretty dark. Xrd's like kind of middling, and Strive isn't all that dark anymore.
No, like HC is literally just. I mean, HC is doing some messed up stuff, but he is kind of just like goofing around a bunch as well. Ooh, goofing around, catch the burst, no pickup though.
Now, speaking
this
about
is scary. Even with that amount of health, this could be the situation where Shang turns this around off of this. Opening Shinky up. Oh no.
One more hit will do it. Ah, messes up the grab.
And
this is less niche.
PRC into JD. Shinky's been representing that a lot.
Less niche mass anime appeal, I think. I don't know, man. I don't know why people need to hate on. Like, I don't think this is like generic anime. Doesn't feel like it. All the funny wobbly abs.
I think for the most part, the story has changed in ways that would make sense too. Like ultimately, yeah, it's gonna get a bit happier. Like if the characters defeat the evil going on and whatnot, and sort out the world, they kind of just want to go on and live their lives, you know, not just be in constant turmoil. And you've always heard that from Sol at the start. He's always like, "Oh man, what a bother, mendokusena." Yeah, he just wants to go and chill in his lab. He literally just wants to go build a rocket ship, chill with his wife.
Talking about chilling with his wife. Slayer.
Slayer and his lovely wife.
The more you think about the Assassin's Guild, the funnier it gets. If you think about it, like Slayer, the guy who founded it, it's just literally just retired pretty early on because he just found an immortal wife to retire with.
Yeah, I can't really blame you.
Venom has a bakery now.
Isn't that such a good ending? You now live with a disembodied robot head and run a bakery.
Yeah, and Milia is working for the state now, and Zato followed because Zato is like interested in Milia romantically. Yeah, it's lagging a bit.
Yeah, I saw that in the last one. Not just me. Perhaps a desync?
Daisuke is no longer an XCT. No, I think it's literally just lagging.
Yeah. Driver.
Yeah, we're gonna fill this time talking about funny assassin. Like the Assassin's Guild is so funny, man. They're all just like, they were all killers, and now they're all some like retired goobers.
Yeah, they've just had enough being in the spotlight, doing what they were doing, tired of the bloodshed. And the thing is, the story is going to change in some ways anyway, because Daisuke did start handing off the series bit by bit.
Daisuke also got older.
Yeah, he's older. Ooh, good parry by Shang there. Gonna force the burst out here. That's the thing as well, like, Daisuke is more just sit back and supervise kind of role at this point.
Which I think is like interesting because this commercially Guilty Gear before Strive was like a failure, right?
Yeah. Didn't
like
do well.
Commercially, people loved it. The people who were into it loved it, but commercially it wasn't like a success at all. And now that it's like different, it's like a commercial, which part of it is like being a good game, like looking really good.
It's
like,
very spectatable as well. Credit needs to be given there. Like, this is one of the easiest fighting games to watch. Definitely by far the easiest Guilty Gear to just follow and understand what's going on
yeah.
screen.
Yeah, definitely, but also a bit of luck. Like whoever made the decision at Arc System Works to put in rollback netcode, thank your soul.
Also, shout outs to Street Fighter V for sucking. That was actually really good for fighting games as a whole. Thank you, Street Fighter V. And now, Street Fighter fans get to be happy too, since 6 is really good. Well, that's the thing about selling things ultimately, isn't it? You end up having to change them in ways that are going to be making you money. As a company, they can't not make money. They won't be able to keep making a game, so obviously it's going to turn some of the older fans off. They're going to miss some of those elements. I feel like some things have been lost along the way, but ultimately it has to happen.
Like coming from Strive, I actually like kind of miss that the themes are vocal, like in this game. Like when I play Extra, I'm like, where are the vocal? I want to sing along.
And at the same time, I really, really like the Strive songs. Although I don't use a lot of them in-game, if I'm using songs. Just because they're really good songs. They're not always amazing battle tracks.
I mean, they shifted also a lot of the storytelling about the characters to the songs.
Yeah, I really like how they did that. That's one thing I always look forward to in hearing a new song. How it kind of goes through this like story recap of what the character's been through and where they're at now, or where they're going to be.
Alright, Far Slash, will that win? No.
Necessary Discrepancy, my goat. So good, Daisuke named the whole album after it.
Okay, oh, Mix Up gets held.
Straight to the low. Shinky held it.
Yeah, Shinky. That was really smart by Shinky. Realizing that the overhead wouldn't kill, but the low would, so it just holds the low. That was really good awareness of like risk reward.
Yeah, decisions like that ultimately clutch out the game and turn what would have been a loss into a win. Shinky now up 2-1. These are very back and forth sets. Shang could definitely bring this back around.
I usually like, even when I don't put Guilty Gear Strive songs on, I usually put vocal themes on, like Birthday Train or Lily or Icarus. But Divide My Heart.
Oh.
Storyteller is really good. I love Storyteller.
Yeah. 6 Black Heaven's Guns. They got some good ones.
Skyship Be High is one of my least favorite ones.
Yeah, I can't think of it as a song because of the loading screen.
Yeah.
It's hard. And even then, if I do genuinely take the time to listen to it as a song, it's just not one of my favorites.
Okay, gets barely enough meter to do the Sword Super. That will be half of Shang's health. Poor low damage Zato needs his Eddie back. Positive bonus.
Clean with these pickups. Eddie or no Eddie. He's always able to get these. My bad. Commentator's curse causing Shinky to drop the combo there, but a nice YRC bait. Bring it back around. Now set point for Shinky. Almost said Sechi then. And I would have almost been right. Yeah, Zato.
Oh, close slash to get the backdash, and that will be big chunky damage. No guts on Zato. And despite like what it might sound like, 0 guts still means Zato gets better defense when he is low on health, just not as much.
Speaking of lyrics in these tracks, as much as I love the vocal tracks, I do wish they'd release the instrumentals alongside them. It feels weird that we don't have that as an option. Like, where are they? Exart had them.
Well, Exar also had like very few vocal songs.
Yeah. But there's only like one instrumental that they've actually gave us, which I think is the Smell of the Game, because it's the loading screen music. Oh, sorry, character select.
Smell of the Game is so good.
It is. Honestly, I actually have to say, we had a really fun moment with that song at our local December time. So, you know, last one of the year, where it was someone's birthday as well. And we had karaoke and Smell of the Game came on. And, you know, everyone's got to join in when Smell of the Game comes on.
Oh.
Even the people who are like, oh, I'm not sure if I like Strive in the moment.
Yeah.
They were. And bam!
Yeah.
Shinky getting up 3-1.
Shinky getting out when he did with the 100 risk. Crank top is tension gain. I'm really like vanishing into dark. Fully.
And the way Shinky keeps using that little trick with JD has been paying off heavily in a lot of these matches. Really good little piece of tech to use with that 50 meter in a BRC. Been used to start offense, been used to escape. It's a nice quick escape.
Alright, let's
Use the side so unfortunately Shang gonna be out. Shinky progressing and we'll be facing Stope soon.
moving on to losers quarters, which is guessing game against Nexi.
Potentially the ABBA mirror here. No, sorry. Gold Lewis. ABBA, isn't it?
Gold Lewis versus ABBA is probably what's going to be.
Yeah.
Which is what guessing game lost in winners.
I feel like that's definitely one of these situations where if you end up losing to the character again, you're like, that's it. I gotta hit the lab. Some research to do.
Can we have Slayer's theme already? It sounds so cool. I want it so bad.
Oh, new one?
Slayers, yeah. Ups and downs.
Now, they always release bangers for this game, but I feel like Season 3 has really been just releasing banger songs. Lean was great. Extras was fantastic. ABBA's song, even better. I feel like ABBA's song might be my second favorite song in the game. It's so good. And Slayers is sounding great too.
My favorite's definitely Extras.
It was fun as well to see
Oh my god, he's dead. Sorry.
Yeah, just dead like that. Goldless. But yeah, instead of having either Naoki or Aisha, I forget what their name was, but we had a new vocalist for Extras.
Yeah, she's Molly.
And
I think she's called Molly Scorpion.
And it was really cool that she did both sides of the vocals too. Both the normal singing and the much deeper.
Yeah, she's called Molly Daisy Scorpion. Molly Daisy's the stage name. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what her real name is.
Oh my goodness.
Nexi died.
Launch Sky.
It has been ages since we've got an Aisha song.
That's true.
The last Aisha song was Bridget.
So very early season 2.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years.
Ooh. Could she maybe do one for Dizzy in season 4?
I'm not gonna cope. Yeah, you guys aren't. All you guys are saying like, "Oh, first character." I'm not gonna cope. If she comes, she comes. If not, then just means she's gonna look better down the line. All right, powering through the journey.
I'm betting on it. I'm betting on season 4. But maybe it'll be the last character that she fills the last slot.
Ooh, block.
Support there. Gonna be eating some heavy damage for that.
TP, okay. Back to commentary apparently. The overhead connects. Close slash OTG. Power slash will be the JP. And that will be installed for next. He needs to make this count. Any next touch from Gold Lewis will kill. And that will be donating the full burst gauge. Guessing game who can now really spend the wild assault. Oh, the JD, yeah, that will win against 6B.
And all that mental stack, it's just the run-up grab that ultimately takes it. You think about holding the drone, is it high-low? Nah, grab all along.
Alright, we're just double overheading because we know Nexi's been respecting that. Wild
You
assault
start
pin.
showing so much respect, you can start getting away with that kind of thing. Admittedly, it's hard to find a good time to mash out.
Yeah, we're just trying to move in. Nexi, like, looking kind of desperate against this Goat Lewis, and this Goat Lewis has been putting on the heat. This looks entirely different from Tiger against Guessing Game, and maybe I'm just cursing Guessing Game right now. Oh no, the grab waves. Oops.
Perhaps that difference in matchup knowledge and comfort in dealing with, you know, different options presented. And switching to a new character, it can be hard to deal with these things.
That is rough. But I'm also like a person who loves learning a lot of new characters. Obviously, I don't compete at this level, so I don't learn character. Oh, Nexi switching to the chip, which was the season 3 start pick, I think. Originally a soul main and then switched to chip for season 3 and season 2.5. In season 3 start chip, notorious for touching you once and then putting you into single player experience.
Much less oppressive now with the changes. It's a positive bonus. And also the earlier changes at the start of season 3, losing those heavy counter hit wreckers.
Also just losing 25% burst gauge drain on Wild Assault. Also very hard, like very big hit to chip. All orange Wild Assault users actually.
Ultimately needed to happen. I think that was a very good change. Chip still annoying for Gold Lewis to deal with. It's one of those matchups where Chip cannot be hit at all. He will just die, but Gold Lewis is going to really struggle to find the way in to actually get Chip. And the situation in general already looking way better for Nexi. Quite in control at the moment. Finding Wes's resources.
Banzai, oh that hit will kill. No, never mind, Gold Lewis lives. Big man with big health bar.
Many of these hits build resources for Gold Lewis.
Oh, spends it on the deflect shield instead of the Wild Assault. That might be deadly, that might be not losing play instead of a winning play. Yeah, gets chipped out.
Or as we say in England, crisped out.
Crisp?
Crisp damage.
Yeah, nothing crisp about that.
Unless, of course, you want to see Chip doing well. Could be the start of the comeback here. See getting their first game on board. Gotta play clean here. You get hit by Gold, Lewis. Burst lost. Get hit by him again. Finished. You're dead. This is the burst.
I'm like trying to recognize which song. I think the currently playing song is Divide My Heart.
I think that's the one, yeah.
Oh, doesn't go for the air throw or punish. Instead, goes for the ground. Gameplay makes it block. But gets clipped by the JH. Chip JH, despite the nerf, I don't even like remember what the nerf truly did, but if it was even harder to anti-air before, then I don't know, man.
Very tricky button to deal with.
Oh, that conversion would have been deadly had it been a counter hit. Lucky for Nexi. Not caught in that recovery. One more chance. Flashes and the clash cancel immediately into the drone.
Double DP, not paying off there. They are. Positive bonus. Ooh, gets the gold burst. A good bait, but going to be back thrown in the corner. Oh, you have to burst that. That would have been death. Speaking of, this is going to hurt.
Oh, I beast the car at the Alpha Blade and now gets the drone hit. One more chance, tries to bait the throw on that. There is the throw. We all forget, like, sometimes we all gotta remember that Gold Lewis has all the. Oh, now I'm really just vanishing. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the lights after this. Well, like, we all gotta remember that Gold Lewis has tons of mix and, like, all this pressure. And he also has Guard Crush for strike throw.
Also, before Wild Assault, you could say drone is a neutral skip.
It still is.
Yeah. So already had a neutral skip, now has two of them.
Just two?
Played.
Just two. Gold Lewis has only two neutral skips.
No, I didn't say only two. Do we consider minigun a skip?
No, but laser is belligerent.
JD, I almost want to call JD a skip, but I don't think I could properly call it that. It's so tempting.
But I guess in game's still playing that really well, calling out all the right things. I'm gonna turn on the light. I think wearing the black shirt also doesn't help.
While we players to assemble, I'll take a really quick break to just get a refill on that water bottle.
The lights on. And wait for Shinky versus Max Verstappen, Hamilton. Why are we like sending Formula One? What happened? Are we all guys doing gamers? I kind of want to get rid of the guys because like guys is masculine and don't want to like discriminating anybody and like when I filter all of them. Is that Wrathgaze? I forgot about Wrathgazer and Winners Finals. That's crazy. Alright, I don't know where Marissa went. We'll manage this. Soap Eater versus Shinky. Definitely gonna be a matchable time.
Alright, I'm getting into things here.
Alright, we're immediately greeted by Zato in the corner. Johnny really does not do that much damage.
Definitely depends on the hit. They don't let him have a huge amount of damage. Rather, he just run his setups, use his mix. Zato's kind of interesting with damage, because Zato is reasonably high damage with Eddie, but also a glass cannon. Ooh, Shinky wants this round. Gonna be spending and trying to get it here. Soap's gonna want to hang on to that burst there. Double low, misfire though. Kept the burst, took Shinky's. Not a good situation for Shinky to be in here. Like they're gonna be. Oh, wall broke.
Right, low this time again using their corner spacing. Johnny, like, I've never heard anybody talk about this, but the more I look at it, that all Johnny normals like kind of put him in the corner when he truly spaces them, kind of put him at the range where he exactly where he wants to be to reactively anti-air anyone jumping out of the corner. Alright, we're using the meter. Yeah, like that range is exactly where you want to be to anti-air a jumping opponent in the corner.
Also, in some cases, keeping himself safe from DPs. They're just going to be finding the mist there in game 1.
I will push the Johnny's pretty good propaganda. You guys aren't getting all the buffs you want.
I will I will also join in pushing
I'll
that.
personally make sure you guys don't get all the buffs you're asking for.
Can't have them all. Gotta let Zato have a little bit of them. I think he needs them a little bit more.
I disagree.
And I didn't like Zato in Season 2. That character was severely downplayed. He wouldn't know low mid tier. No.
I'm warning all the Zato players and Zato buff askers right now. The Zato players, no matter how many buffs they get, they will keep asking for more.
True. Just gotta give him a little bit of help.
They were
maybe
continuously
reserve one of
buffed
the nerf.
throughout almost every patch, and they kept asking for buff. Like pre-season 3, I think in October patch he got buffed, and then the season 2 patch he got buffed, season 2.5 he got buffed. And they still kept asking for buffs and saying he's not good enough.
Shinky back throw classic there.
Oh, the frog. Oh,
Yeah, season 2 was definitively very good. And fittingly, the last major of season 2 was a Zato Mirror Grants.
well, I will agree that like having a character that you qualified to Arc World Tour with nerfed before the finals, that must feel pretty bad.
Yeah, definitely got some sympathy.
I got none, but I will say that they shouldn't do that. Oh, gets clipped by the card explosion, not reflected, and I was hoping to be in the offense. No hard knockdown opportunity, no resources available, which is very rare in this season. It's knocked down, okay. Deflect shield to get out. It just double misfire is not plus enough to send the Eddie in. Needs to use the Sword Trooper again to bring Eddie back. Gets one run round of mix.
Found some mix, but it was without Eddie, so it didn't lead to very much. And then the situation was reversed.
And the low opening Shinky up. A 1-1 Soap Eater with the lead in the set and gets clipped by the JH. Eddie clapping for tendies. Let's go, my boy. Use the precious time you have on Earth because you're gonna be gone for 7 seconds. Shinky now needs to stall for Eddie. And 6-piece the misfire.
Saw that start up and was close enough. Eddie's gone again though.
Backdashes the Blue Wild Assault.
Soap knew that Shinky likes to use Blue Wild Assault there to extend, but Blue Wild Assault cannot be made true unless there's an outside factor like a minion or Eddie to keep it true. Unlike Orange, which I think off of level 3 and above normals is true.
Yeah, orange is true. Even level 4... Level 4 normals into Blue Wall Assault is not true. Unless you fight Asuka. Asuka can make it true with cubes. And Jacko can make it true with minions.
I don't know for sure with Zato, but I feel like in some cases Eddie could also allow that, although you probably wouldn't want to. Zato players don't generally use Blue Wild Assault in that way. They're usually using it to just try stall for time to get the boy back. I guess Faust situationally could make it true, due to items. Maybe Bridget has some applications with Yo-Yo, potentially. Yeah, always need that external fact.
Alright, 2-0 on these losers' quarters, so that is lifeline for Shinky. Have that Merc. Let's see if Shinky can adapt to like the neutral, which has been pretty dominant by Soap Eater.
Looks like a color change on board too for Shinky, I think.
Who dodges the bar slash and dodges the PP. Spacing is king.
Got the meter to force Soap to block a little bit more. Soap is doing that. Soap blocked everything. Now getting that back throw. And this is a horrendous situation for Shinky to find themselves in. Hard knock down there.
Yeah, but now has 100 meter and some extra. I tried to end the round right here, but no such luck for RCs to get out. And the deflection, that would be really unfortunate for Shinky. Spends 50 more bursts that they won't have for the next round, so might just die not being able to burst at all.
This is not a good situation to be in for your last potential round. And Soap got the gold burst too. Killing Eddie and giving Soap positive. Positive renewed. Burst's coming back. Hard knockdown. Anti-air bolt.
Bar slash, while the salt that will heavily be scaled thanks to the season 3 nerf. The one more chance, Shinky actually getting a full burst.
Delayed tap dust. Seal the deal.
Dying to the asbestos.
Shinky out. Moving on from quarters to semis. Soap making the Johnny look good.
Why are they posting Formula 1 in the stream chat? I'm so confused.
They're posting what, F1 results?
Formula 1, yeah. F1. They're posting giffies from that.
I'm sure there's some sort of context or like in-joke around this. I don't know though. I'm unaware.
Alright, moving on to winners finals, which is Tiger, Pop, against Wrathgazer.
Ooh, gonna be interesting to see which character Tiger chooses to use against Wrathgazer's Potemkin. I feel like gut instinct tells me Abba would be better with the current state of HC and Abba. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out soon.
Alright, we're ready apparently. That is not.
Abba.
I don't think Tiger wants to play, with all due respect to everybody. And I know we all are like probably still in the Happy Chaos hate train. I don't think Tiger wants to play Burst Gauge Dispenser into Gold Boys.
So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Yeah, dealing with heavyweight HP as HC is not ideal currently. I think HC is the biggest dispenser.
Milia's
Of
also
burst?
up there.
Yeah, Milia definitely the contender to equal that out. We've seen some adaptations like that too come from other players. Like, you might notice these days, Ram players really opting to not use Calvados as much, unless the opponent either has full burst, or it would kill, or it wouldn't matter, because Calvados builds a crazy amount of burst.
I actually think like Calvados building more burst matters a bit less in this patch because they get 25 anyway on wall break.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they do with this game in Season 4, right? Like, obviously there's some glaring issues right now.
It's gonna depend what they consider as issues or features, really, more than anything, and how they think those should be tweaked.
I think they've been pretty well at like responding to what people want from the game. They've lowered damage. They've generally also like nerfed stuff that people want to, the characters that people want to nerf, even if people don't want to admit it.
Yep. People asked for positive bonus nerfs. It happened.
It did happen like a year late.
People wanted to see stuff like HC Guard Crush loops gone. They're gone. HC zoning isn't really real anymore.
Only took 2 years, but yeah, they did finally. So I think Season 3 has been like the one where they listen to feedback the most. Oh, uninstalled Super.
That's a huge amount of meter to play with here. Realistically, a really bad situation for Wrath to find themselves in. No chance to burst. Killed the second it came up.
I think Potemkin also like at the moment pretty hard to deal with on a decent player in tournament setting because he can like just explode you from 50-50s. Also, hey man, I hope you're doing well. See you in chat.
I think Tiger's showing us that Aber is definitely the play here. Aber as well, putting out good damage, not building as much burst.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Install again. It's 5 feet out, and that might be good for Afghazer tries to white install. That doesn't not quite enough, and Tiger will be able to uninstall if they so wish. So right there, and the Rekka. I don't imagine that's what Tiger wanted. Now stuck in normal mode, and that Gigantic Kai will do a lot of damage. Full burst blocked.
And that's what we see more these days. Speaking of that positive bonus, Gold Burst usually used more as a defensive tool rather than a cheese tool, perhaps. Only being -2 on block. Ooh, the red RC there, not connecting. Still able to make use of it.
Deflect shield's baited.
You wanted to block the Aber high-low? You forgot about the mental stack. Always the grab. Look at that damage, making Potemkin look like a normal health character.
Yeah, when you have that damage, you know you're a rival for so bad guy. Because usually the character with the extremely high damage are also big bodies.
Excellent awareness of the slide head timing there. Hopping straight over it with the overhead. Whatever option you picked there, if it wasn't blocking, it wasn't going to work. The Gold Burst covering all of that. Tiger using that to take game 2.
Waiting for game 3. And then we're gonna have guessing game against Soap Eater, so
Johnny into
Gold Lewis. Gold
God
Lewis
Crush
Dickinson.
Mankind.
God Crush Dickinson.
2K to do whiffs, and Wrathgaze are now trying to play a bit more up that zoning neutral. And oh, guess he knuckles the 236K.
Wow. Cleanly done. Forcing Tiger to burst. Now you gotta be careful. But Raph doing a good job here of wasting Tiger's time. Tiger gets the mash in.
Right, guess it's the cheesy little play right away and baits the gold burst as well, so Wrathgazer now on the back, but Tiger misses the conversion and now gets the fuzzy. They'll be donating that extra bit of burst gauge to Wrathgazer, who's already back at like 60-70%.
Yeah. At first we thought, oh no, there's a drop, but then it was all picked back up, just like that. Wall break ending to death. Now Raph only got one stock left to play with.
Yeah, lovingly called the American reset. In Europe, that's known as dropping a combo, but in America, that's a reset.
Reset. Now, whether the reset works out or not is always a different matter. Hammerfall not picking up at that height. Oh, 6p flick there.
This time Goldberg connects and the backwards Mega Fist will flip out 236k and that will be the round for Wrathgazer, but a lot of burst spent in the process.
Now this isn't a nice situation to be in here. Counter hit, charged blue wild assault, uninstall, reinstall. Big damage, big resources. Things aren't looking good here.
Oh my god, the esports!
Ending the overheads.
Tiger was literally just run. That is Leo 2D from season 1. You don't know it, but it was literally like the flail button.
Was it really like that fast?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, I think the speed didn't change, but it was -5 on block and had pushback. And it jumped farther.
Raph wasn't even afforded the chance to burst there with the confirm into super.
Oh my god.
Tiger will now be moving up on into Grands, winner side. Raph still got a second chance though, this wasn't losers.
Alright. Moving on, so Peter against Kissing Game, more guard crush. God, Tiger really just running under.
Yeah, looked very, very confident in the match.
Man.
Was just ready for everything Raph wanted to do.
Tiger, I want you to know if they don't like... How dumb is Ava? Ava's pretty good. I'd be very surprised if they don't nerf Ava Ava 236k in the next patch. I'd be very, very surprised.
Please at least -2 instead of -1, please. I'm begging you. All my characters have 5 framers, I need this.
But until then, let him have it.
Absolutely. Still an exciting character to watch. I would say the most exciting tournament to watch out of the current DLC characters for Season 3.
Alright, overhead. Oh, nice double overhead. Gets the hit. Super wall break.
Clean pickups by Soap.
Yeah, breaking the wall early was super. Denying the burst gauge gain from wall break, and Guessing Game spent this entire round without spending their burst, which is not where I want to be in Season 3.5.
You want to be using that. Burst. In a lot of ways, arguably more powerful than tension these days.
I think burst arguably stronger because of tension. Because you get to wild assault and then keep meter.
Also another way of helping characters who have timed resource meters, rather than meters like, say, bullets or cards. Allowing them to get the opportunity to just waste a little bit of time for a bit longer to get those bars back up.
Yeah, especially a character like Goldlewis, who has 3 different bars to speak neutral with. You can wild assault to build tension and security gauge, then use security gauge to build more burst and more tension, and then you can use that tension to stall for security gauge and burst.
Just keep those cycles going. Resource trading with yourself.
Gold Lois do be like a season 3.5 character if I've ever seen one.
Quite definitively, he is Mr. Season 3.5.
Like if we had to choose, like, oh, let's keep the nonsense talk for after the game. This is loser semis. Ooh, get dashes right in. Just the grab, frame killing with 5p grab again.
Yep, and you, speaking of all these skips, you can't skip anything if you gotta hold this pressure. Soap's been keeping that up. Good use of the PRC on the backdash there. Sorry, the super. Situation's reversed here now. Soap has to hold the pressure.
No wild assault.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna assume they thought that it would kill there, so not going for the hard knockdown.
Yeah, I'm paying dearly for it.
If you wanted to burst, you ain't. That's you through the wall.
Dying with a full stick of butter and a full blue gauge. Really not where you want to be. Oh, gets the anti-air on the ball deal and just does it again. It's clipped for it this time. And there it is. Oh, gets jumped over to the drone and gets the hit, and that will make the drone disappear. And now gets that hit.
Disrespect of the electronics. Opened up by the instant overhead. You've got some meter, got a little bit of burst. Can you use it here? Oh, and Senga's going to be called out here. OTG Behemoth.
Yeah, getting that round on the table, and now even Stevens, at least in this round, in this game, and so immediately putting back up. That would be full burst for Gold Lewis, almost.
Yeah, and that round start as well. Guessing game almost had 50, but literally had like 48 burst. Could not start with the option of White Wild Assault.
Yeah, Soap's really abusing the range on Johnny's normals. Really impressive to see. Slowly adapting from like playing more close range to using all that range Johnny has in the corner to like hold your ground, keep him there, and then ultimately closing out the game with the Phantom Tax, stealing that food.
With Riz. Crucially. This Soap Eater champion.
Do you think the Soap Eater champion will be in 2XKO?
The Soap Play League?
Duel 1.
Or do you mean will Soap
As a champion.
pick up the new game?
As a champion. Because
Add Soap as a champion?
League of Legends characters are called champions, and it's also going to be called champions and not characters in 2XKO.
Ah, they're actually calling them champions. Interesting.
Well, yeah, the lore in League is like you're the summoner controlling the champions or something. I'm not.
I don't know if that's official lore anymore or not. They like retcon so much.
It used
They might
to be.
have retconned their retcon. They might still be summoning. I don't know anymore. I don't really even play League at this point.
I don't even see Johnny on screen, I just see Soap Eater. Well, here's some news for you, Plime. It's always both. It's never just the character or never just the player. It's always both.
It is. It's a symbiosis.
So I see Soap on Johnny doing God's work. And then
We saw this, remember back in Season 2 with Texas Showdown and Snake Eyes winning as Pot. There's a lot of people who are like, nah, Pot didn't win. It was Snake. And it's like, nah, it was both of them.
I swear Snake Eyes like was born to play grapplers.
Yeah, he is just like the grappler guy.
With that guessing game, putting themselves back on the table.
Yep, bringing it back. Forcing Soap to Gwest for the game.
Snake Eyes prototypical? You say prototypical, he is the grappler player. Everybody else is prototypical. Only plays grapplers in every game, lab, grown human being? Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to say built different. Purpose built. Soap's got a good amount of resources to play with here.
I'm guessing game once again on all that burst gauge, just sitting on it. All round. Like, seems a bit... Especially on Gold Lewis, who like wants as much burst gauge to spend as possible. Oh, FD cancels the JD. Very well done by guessing game. Gets out of that.
Perhaps being just slightly too respectful of what Soap could do here. Now you're going to be forcing that burst out of Soap at least there.
There we go. We're finally spending the burst. Guessing game getting in for it. Now tries to hold that mid-range while the salt's in again, and that she will just kill.
Not just stealing Soap's burst, but also their whole health bar.
HP on the 5k. Okay, so I see what you're doing.
Big back dash there. Big back dash.
6k counter hit. That looks like it doesn't have much duration. No meter to hard knockdown down. Guessing game, all the meter in the world. No, don't die not having spent it. Yeah, wasting all the tension that Soap would have gained from positive bonus just because Soap has to block the behemoths using FD to not die to chip damage. And that would be
Quest bringing it back around. We got a final match situation here now, 2-2. Resources were indeed exchanged there. I give you some of my burst and tension. You give me all of your life bar. Sounds fair, right?
Fair. I give you some of my burst and tension, and you give me all of your tension, and perhaps also some of your health.
God, crush pressure. Who's going to be holding who's going into this final game? Soap's generally been in control of the situation in neutral, but Guessing game able to find ways out and then turn things back around. Not this round though. Gonna have to be holding that positive now. Soap's got a great position in terms of resource lead. Positive again.
Alright, sending to the wall, heavy knockdown, that will be safe dumb. Flex shield immediately BRCs to stay back in. Now we're just doing the Johnny Sonin gets the black beat combo from the Vault deal.
Just jailed them in there until the resources were just right, and Vault RC could come out.
Alright, but gets hit by the Wild Assault and will now have to block all this. Sacrifices the HP, and that will be the counter hit close slash.
That's good damage on the board. It's so very close to those breakpoints for both the burst and the tension. So positive bonus quickly coming into effect.
Alright, 100 tension available.
You've restricted Guessing Game's options. No. Ooh, the YRC call out though. Double white Wild Assault. Resources are truly being traded right now. No one has anything really left to play with. Guessing Game just got some tension. And the security gauge.
Oh yeah, and let's get that 50 tension, and now the laser avoids the grab, and that might just be death. Oh no!
OTG doesn't kill though.
Doesn't pick up the full. Oh, it gets the 6p.
Oh wow. Double Luigi here. Soap gets to start with the burst gauge here though. Gonna have to be aware of that orange wild assault. Instant overhead. And again. Hard knockdown.
Oh, and the overhead, double overhead, that will be full burst gauge for Gold Lewis. The Black Shield. And that should be it for Soap.
Guessing game kept bringing it back around. Showing that adaptation. But Soap manages to still take it in the end.
Take me. Take me. Oh my god, what a set.
It was violent.
Alright, and now Soap against Wrathgazer.
And the winner of that will be facing Tiger up in Grands.
Give me a break, bro. Alright, Soap's taking like 2 minutes to refill the water bottle. I can imagine fighting big body after big body it gets.
There's only so much you can take before you need that water install. Stay hydrated. See Tiger in the training mode up in the corner.
Labbing that devious mix, probably not mixing, not labbing anything but playing Balatro.
Nope, there's actually some Strive gameplay going on. I've got Tiger's stream open on the corner. That's not Balatro right now.
Let me scurry over into the middle of the camera. Alright. Yeah, okay. We're already preparing for the Johnny apparently. That will be that. Okay. Are we ready?
Johnny Potemkin yet again. The run back. And if I remember right earlier, this was a reverse sweep by Wrathgazer, so going to be interesting how this plays out now. They get their rematch.
I knew that. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, and that immediately counter hit. Close slash hit? Yeah, that you want to burst that, but I don't imagine you want to burst the close slash. It's the 2K. Oh, and the DS connects while it's happening on my screen. This is like the scrambliest start of a set I've ever seen. And still fumbling the input. Super though.
Fumbles and bungles, but here we find our first wall break of the set. Soap's favor.
Oh no, no longer in Soap's favor. That Garuda is meaty. Very meaty. And now Soap stuck with no resources and a big fat tension penalty. And get no resources from this. And Wrathgazer still having a bit of burst available and tension. As the close slash keeps him in the corner with the far slash. 6H. Glide head just outside 2K range.
But Soaps holds on, blocks it all. Now offense in their favor. Wrath wants this round though. Wants that first one on the board, and that burst is going to pay off. It is a heroic one. Nobody's got burst to spend, speaking of, for this start. We're playing the current most honest neutral that can be played between these two characters. Tries to get the heat knuckle there. Not quite connecting.
Humbling the input, no wild assault wall break. Can't call out the air, wild assault While the salt not quite enough. Backwards Mega Fist. Close slash punish.
Missed found.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Why do people call it Mistfinder? Isn't it called
It just kind of
Mistfinder?
sounds like it. It is Mistfinder, but it sounds like Finder.
I've never heard it. Probably because I like playing English.
As well, it's just, I don't know. I find it funny to say when Johnny gets the slowdown quote when Mistfinder kills.
Mistfinder? I don't think Johnny
Bro
is.
found the mist.
Find the
Found
mist.
it and then he find it.
Poor Mayman.
Speaking of fine, the Phantom tax. Taxation is like a fine.
Oh no.
Ooh, interesting interactions here.
Johnny's hitbox somehow wobbling under the 2S from pot. And that Senga grab bait will not be enough to kill. Wrathgazer one Wild Assault on deck. See how and when they use it. Oh, the butt cheeks!
JD.
Butt cheek OGG!
JD into JD. Not every day you see that.
Oh no, Soap got clipped. Soap's dead.
Oh wow. Well picked up by Raph to bring that one back around. Each time you think Raph should logically die here, they find a way.
Wow.
Rathgazer, quite a fitting name for Potemkin too, I think.
Who's the
Considering
clown now?
The saying about Potemkin is that he doesn't have a health bar, he has an anger meter. Maybe say a wrath meter.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright. And we're back. 2K Connect's immediate goal burst. I think Soap Eater is like... Doesn't feel like they're very happy with what's happening on the screen. Oh no! Gets back though, that one's gonna sting. And there's the 2D Wrathgazer now on the pressure, has the meter and the cheese doesn't function. I imagine Soap Eater Wrathgazer will burst. No, keep all the bursts available and just wake up throws.
Got the health to not really worry about anything from that position. Johnny wasn't going to be able to get wall break, wants to keep it in case it was needed for White Wild Sword to deflect you. And saving a full one for this round.
If I was Soap, that round would have like destroyed me mentally. I would just be done for like the next 20 seconds.
But looks like Soap is still composed here, confidently running offense. So perhaps built a little bit different to you and I. That one. Gazer's gonna keep that first here. Not feeling heroic on this one. Just gonna play it smart. Got more options on the table. Soap has no burst to play with. Punishing with a 6k.
Finds a 6k above that, it equally finds the slide head. And beat the JS cross under cat. Crazy. Now, just gotta keep that in the corner. Come on. Oh. 5H connects and that will be a jump caught. Hammerfall break. Garuda. Another Garuda. How many are gonna respect? We're gonna respect all three. Crazy. Wild Assault. Resources have been traded successfully.
Soap not willing to really get clipped at this stage. Gonna play patiently. The overhead block this time, but the walk-up grab. Looking disrespectful there. Frame kill. Throw bait. Hard knockdown. Almost got the burst and the tension on board here for Raph.
What?
Oh, punishing the extended sword here.
Oh, the cheese.
Soap calls it out. Gonna wait. Get big counter hit. Just like the previous round, ending very close. A situation where you think one player's probably going to get beat, but then they switch it around. But this time in Soap's favor.
Yeah, two big bodies in a row. Like that's in 3.5. That's gonna be like the mental exercise.
I feel like we can kind of call Johnny an honorary big body of sorts. Lots of HP, awkward movement, guard crush. Maybe a bit of a stretch on the guard crush. Oh, and that's a big 6H. They're gonna be forced to burst.
Yeah, Wrath guys are doing the atypical. Usually I see people go into Twitch chat mid-set like Tiger Pop, Red Show, and Serrani to flame. But Wrath guys are going into Twitch chat going, that was hype.
We'd love to see the positivity.
Mega Fist over, that will be
Hype
punished.
to watch too. We'll verify. The type to play was hype to watch. Ooh, and this can kill. Guts being crushed today. In Potemkin's grasp.
Go slash grab. That thrown.
Ooh, a good 6p there to reverse the situation here, but Raph got to spend that burst to maintain the corner now. Oh, just going into the Buster.
Oh, messes up the Buster input, but that actually catches the jump from Soap Eater.
Yeah, it paid off, and Soap has shown each time that they will react to those PRC Busters, so perhaps some intel that Raph's going to have to consider for later in the set. Be careful going for PRC Busters against Soap. They're switched on. Not much health to play with, but 50 meter is on board. The overhead. Going to open Raph up. Some burst to play with for that round start though for both players.
Alright, Kara Crush.
Oh, wanted that to be golden, I think, there. Fortunately for Raph, it's not going to be.
Not quite kill. One more chance for Wrath. Gazer 50 meter available, 50 burst available. Then got bait. Blocks the overhead. Go once again with 50 meter. 5k overhead.
Scary to have to block Johnny in that situation when they got resources to spend. You're guessing for game. Fortunately, Raph guessing wrong there, but still another chance. Soap's up 2-1, not 3-1. Interesting to see what the round start they opt for here. Potemkin bottom-wise, you know, not going to win against all of Johnny's buttons, but always do have the option of White Wild Assault if you want to let that one rock. Or the 6k anti-air. But it does get Raph out of the corner.
Alright, Hammer fall into H. Buster works against. Nope, very jump happy and it's working against Wrathgazer.
Yeah, gonna need to see those anti-airs being represented more again. That's probably death there, really. Yep. We're gonna be looking at a set point for Soap.
We're getting that. I think it's a no. It's not a run back because it's Tiger Pop. They have been on opposite sides of the bracket, but there's the gold burst. 6k counter hit. Juicy combo. Gonna get one more chance. Yeah.
But this is the run back for Wrathgazer versus Soap, however. Oh, bets it on the Heavenly.
Well, assault heavily scaled, that will knock those, but with one reset, and if that reset connects, BRC, throw card, overhead, yeah, good body.
Death. Soap gonna be moving on to finals, but good showing from Wrathgazer. Been very fun to watch. I think we'll be moving on to Grands now.
We're definitely moving on to Grants. Bob.
Tiger is ready and waiting in the corner there.
Alright, Alba against Johnny.
Rafgazer striking a pose before leaving.
Hop right in. Alright, the Phantom Tag versus Tiger. Tiger!
Tiger!
Uppercut.
Well, if Abba doesn't have one, does she? It doesn't really have an uppercut. More the blimmin' opposite.
Tiger. Tiger.
Jumps on
Uppercut.
you and slams you down into the ground.
Duel 1.
Street Fighter 2 sound effects are amazing.
They are very iconic.
Hadouken.
Hadouken. Oh, you can.
Tiger. Oh, what?
That is POV. That is POV playing against Sagat in Streets 2. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Uppercut.
Of course, where we get the iconic term the Tiger Knee from as well. So opting to use Burst here. Gonna be punished for that decision though. Gonna have anything to run with. Start of round 2.
And the 226k counter hit, that will be a full conversion for Tiger into the full Jails Rage. Gonna get the full.
So much power to play with.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, and the hop kick going over the fast slash for Jonathan. Uninstall, reinstall. It's like the meter was never gone. Is this going to be the gold burst from Soap? Tiger was looking for it.
Oh! Just grabs the. Oh!
Ooh, an interesting freeze frame there. We get to see some of those smear frames.
I want to be as built different as Tiger Pop. Just grabbed out of the dash, the step dash, and then air thrown immediately. It's like, I know
would
what
love
you're doing.
to just be as magically good as Tiger, but without me having to put the hard work in. Just like randomly wake up one day, drink the magic drink, and I'm like, damn, skill.
No, I don't want to just become good. I think I want to work for it. I don't think like just being good is as satisfying.
Duel 1.
True, I suppose it wouldn't be. It would be pretty cool though.
It would be cool for like a day, and then I'd be like, yeah, does this really matter to me?
I'm tired of being good at the video game.
I want to go back to being bad.
Let me be like intermediate again.
I mean, to be fair, I think both of us are like beyond intermediate, probably.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that moment to say as well, people should be nicer to themselves and not call themselves bad. Like statistically, most people who would actually be tuning into these and entering these tournaments, you are not bad at these games.
Alright, dash up. Well, the 2x catches. Another grab. Goes after TG, goes for the DP to stay safe from grabs. Another JG, key grab. That I'm surprised the air key grab doesn't guard crush.
No, yeah. Never really thought about that.
Oh no, that grab. Yeah, death. Death.
Tiger, on a mission right now.
Tiger.
Perhaps wanting to get back to quality Balatro gameplay. Just speed running through Soap right now.
Yeah, my man wants to miss more Wheel of Fortunes.
Missed the 17th Wheel of Fortune. Taking out those the rage over those missed Wheel of Fortunes on poor Soap over here. But it isn't over yet. Soap could turn this around. Not out yet.
FH while the salt spend. That is like the first 5 seconds of the round and already is like both burst gauges half down and it's back up again.
That, by Johnny standards, is humongous.
Yeah, what happened to her health?
Abba looking like Zato right now for those health losses. But Tiger wants to spend these resources here. Gonna take that burst.
Ooh.
Force Soap guess the game. Look at the damage. Soap holding on. Oh, gonna get opened up there. Soap has meter and burst here though.
Yeah, Tiger misjudging the wall damage, so now not gonna get her knocked down from this. Early kill.
Oh, the super. Soap does have the burst back now though, going into this round. Initial advantage. Tiger's found a way to safely go into the form. Gets the hit that they need.
Alright. Knockdown, okay. Close slash, no. Soap on these last life, on their last life. I should look at Johnny and go like he. Yeah, okay. Last life for them is extinguished. My bad. Tiger
Yep.
just taking
Tiger's
that.
got Balatro to play. And is your EMEA, sorry, Striving Glory champion, number 91.
Yeah, we've got Balatros to, like, Wheel of Fortunes to miss. GG's to Tiger.
91 missed Wheel of Fortunes.
91 missed Wheel of Fortunes. Yeah, that sounds like it. All right. I hope that was fun for everybody.
Great watching, lovely commentating these games.
Yeah, we've got anything to plug? Anything going on?
There's always the Twitch stream over on Marissa B1CC. I stream throughout the week. Currently Mondays to Fridays, but always Tuesdays to Fridays. Other than that, you know, the usual with the Twitter.
There we go. That's much easier than Twitter. Just drop that follow.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna force Tiger Pop to stay online a bit longer.
Go over, see if we can get some Balatro gameplay. Anyone interested in Balatro stream?
Yeah, say congrats for especially. Also, if you want VOD review, we do VOD review on Saturday. I'm gonna work on the advertisement so you can, like, it's more obvious because people have been trouble finding the channel and like knowing where do I submit, how do I submit. I'm gonna make a form. We're gonna go back to old glory, and I'll put all my effort into like advertising it. I'm not an advertising person, but thank you, Marissa, for joining. Thanks for all the players. That will be it from us today.
See you all next time. Right.